Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game.
There is only one dream, one prize, one YouTube channel to catch all the action on, one moment of glory, to get your name etched with the greatest of all time. We all want it. We all need it. Only one will get it. This is our year. This is our time to live, to fight, to win. Lord Stanley, we are coming for you. Subscribe today and don't miss out. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We are here for a phenomenal matchup. The Stars, the Jets, they are going toe-to-toe, back to forth. The Jets looking to tie this series back up at deuces. This is a very important game. Stefan dropping those socks. Welcome in, Marshall. Good to see you. Kevin, what's up? Joey in the house. What's up, Stefan? You're killing me. Dennis, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Brendan, how's it going? Welcome to the party. Daniel Barry, hello there. Bradley, what's shaking? Good to have you all along for the ride. Sweet, what's going on? Zachary, hello there. Joey, what's up? Ulysses, how's it going? In Stetson 623, bam, just like that, becoming a champion member. Wow, Stenson, welcome in, and thank you for becoming our champion here on the channel. I'm gonna have to connect with you and see if you got a Discord, if you want to come in there. We've got lots to talk about, but welcome in everybody. Thank you for joining. Billy, how's it going? Welcome in. Amelia, good to see ya. Welcome in. Len, how's it going? Oh boy, big game is just about to get started. Well, in a little bit. We got a few minutes to break this one down. Melanie, how's it going? Welcome in. Great to see you here. Holy smokes. All right, let's talk. Big game here. The Jets are trying to break through on the road. They're trying to get things done. However, the Jets have struggled on the road. In case you haven't really been paying much attention, the Jets are 0-4 away from home in these Stanley Cup playoffs. 0-4, that does not bode well for them if you're one of those that looks at the stats. I'm having romper room flashbacks. I see Melanie and Marshall and I love Romper Room. So good. We actually had somebody in the chat a couple of weeks ago said they were on an episode of Romper Room back in the day, which was amazing. I don't remember who it was. Clearly, I didn't have my magical mirror out to see. Dan, what's going on? Cam, how's it going? Peter, welcome in. All right, so Jets are 0-4. They need to turn it around. They've lost 8 straight on the road in the playoffs going back to 2023. Rex Bunny fan, welcome in. Good to see you. So they got to figure out how to win on the road. They need to get this done. Now they're going to have a little bit of an additional challenge on them today, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Lil bro, how's it going? Welcome in. So this is what's cooking for the Jets in this game. Kyle Connor, he's going to be with Mark Scheifele and Gabriel Velarde. Now, I have Velarde as one of my Tim Hortons picks, so hopefully he comes through. Nicholas Ehlers is another one of my Tim Hortons picks. He's going to be with Name Stickinov and Cole Perfidi. We got Niederreiter with Adam Lowry and Mason Appleton. Gordon Paul, how's it going? Welcome in, Thomas. Good to see you. Then we got Tanev with Barron and Alex Iafallo. On the D side, it's going to be Morrissey and DeMello. We got Sandberg with Pionk. I think DeMello was my other Tim Hortons pick. Sandberg and Pionk, and then Fleury with Miller, and Connor Hellebuck is going to be in here tonight. Hopefully, Connor Hellebuck can do a little bit better tonight than he has been. Parker, how's it going? What's up? Welcome in. Ben, thank you for sharing the video. Andrew, how's it going? Haines Point, Dallas win. He's been on fire. He's been heating up. And let's get into the Dallas lineup because one of their secret weapons is expected to return tonight. Victoria, how's it going? What's up, USA Magazine? Welcome in. So the Stars projected to go with Granlund, Hines, and Rantanen. Is Rantanen going to have another Hattie tonight? This guy is scoring more goals than anybody else I know. He's going to be lighting it up. We got Mason Marchment with Matt Duchene and Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnson, and Jason Robertson. Then we got Sam Steele and Evgeny Danilov going to be the fourth line, and they're going to go with an extra defense tonight. We got Thomas Harley with Ilya Labushin, Issa Lindell with Cody Ceci, paired up with Bichel tonight, making his return, and this is probably why they're going with the extra D, just in case. Miro Heiskanen is back. Heiskanen is back. He's expected to play. He's going to be with Bichel and Petrovic, going to be the extra man. And boy, this is going to be huge. That is a huge boost for a Dallas team that is already rocking and rolling. Heiskanen, kind of the star defenseman, back in this lineup. And Jake Ottinger going to get the start tonight as expected. Leafs-Panthers series is unreal hockey. It is. It really is, Kevin. I can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to talk about tomorrow in a little bit. Spencer, what's going on? Who are you picking to win? Spencer, so I want the Jets to win so bad. I'm like Jets all the way. Jets need to take this. It's going to be a 1-goal game, but then reality sets in, and I hate to say it. But I think the Stars are just too powerful, and with the return of Heiskanen tonight, that's going to help shut the Jets down even further. Now, Connor Hellebuck, he can pull a Bobrovsky, and he can steal a game. We need Hellebuck to be on his best tonight. The Jets have struggled on the road, so I am unfortunately going with the Stars, but I'm hoping the reverse psychology and turning the universe around by cheering for the Stars is going to, in fact, have the Jets win. But we're going to see how it's all going to break down. Maul, how's it going? Welcome in. Who? Heiskanen, one of the best D out there. Ninja, what's going on? Rantanen going to go to the finals. Herman, how's it going? Welcome in. So those are the expected lineups tonight for these two teams. It is going to be an absolute banging game tonight. Heiskanen making his return. Rantanen leading all the offensive categories for Dallas. 18 points, 9 goals, 9 assists. He is an absolute monster, Rantanen, right now. And we saw it during the Colorado series. He was just crushing everyone. Zezo, how's it going? You can't fool the hockey gods, but we can try. If the referees figured out how to fool the hockey gods, maybe we can too. Randy, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. For the Jets, Kyle Connor, 13 points right now, 5 of those being goals, 8 of those being assists. He is one of the stars for the Jets, and of course, Rantanen lighting it up for the Stars. On the power play, Dallas is so lethal. They are 3rd overall in the league right now in the playoffs, 30%. Jets are struggling, back at 13th at 17.1 When we take a look at the penalty kill, the Stars are second at 88.6%. I believe only the Florida Panthers are better than the Stars on the penalty kill. Jets are down at 8th place. There it is. Kevin's getting the Timmy's ready, getting the double-double, ready to rock and roll. In the face-off, Stars again, they are 9th at about 50%. Jets are 13th. Goals for, they're actually tied at 9 at 2.9 goals for a game, 9th overall, and goals against 9th and 12th. So goals for, goals against, pretty close. Other than that, all the stats go to the Stars' way. Anthony, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Let's do this one. Wayne's already checking the points, and that's something we do want to mention as well. You're earning points just by being here and hanging out with us. So exclamation mark points in the chat over on YouTube will tell you how many points you've earned, and then you could bring other graphics and stuff up on the screen as we go and move along. Now, one of the big questions today, we know there's going to be some stuff not called tonight. So who are the guilty parties not calling the penalties tonight? Francis Sharon and Gord Dwyer, both guilty, I say, of bad calls, but they are going to be tending the whistles tonight, making sure to call or not call some of the penalties. Scott Shearney and Trent Noor on the linesmen. They're going to be calling the offsides and the icings. Mr. Ben, how's it going? Welcome in. Darcy, how's it going? Good to see you as well. And boy, oh boy, yes, tomorrow night, before we get too far down, tonight's game, tomorrow night is a double header night. Tomorrow night is going to be a crazy night. It's the Leafs and the Panthers at 7 o'clock, followed by an elimination game, the Oilers looking to send home the Vegas Golden Knights, and we're going to have both games coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a long, late night, but we're going to have so much fun, and I hope you will join us for both of those. Bobby Ray, how's it going? Welcome in. Oils in Vegas are going to be violent. It is. Both games tomorrow are going to be off the charts. Now, in some general hockey news, by the way, Max Domi did not get suspended. If you didn't hear, he did not get a suspension. He got a fine for his hit on Barkov. B. Disney, what's going on? I spilled water on my laptop yesterday. Oh, no. Got a computer guy to fix it. There it is. B. Disney, exactly. B. Disney's got the priorities straight. Need to get the computer fixed so we can watch some hockey. Thank you, B. Disney, and welcome in. But yes, Max Domi, no suspension. He will be playing, just a fine. And Anthony Stolarz is back on the ice. He skated for about half an hour today, and still no timetable for his return, but it is great news that he was able to be on the ice for a half hour today, starting to get those workouts in. XLIX, welcome in. Good to see you. Long night for Sam, especially both going overtime. Spencer, shh, let's not put that out there yet. Are you team Stars or Jets? So I love the Hughes. I'm Canadian. I would love the Jets to do it, but they're going to have a tough task. I think the Stars are going to take it tonight, but I'm hoping the Jets do. I really would prefer the Jets to take this one home. Shane's going Panthers in 6. I have Leafs in 6. But we're going to see tomorrow night is going to be huge. That's right, Jaden. Let's get a Canadian team championship. I'd love to see 2 Canadian teams vying for that title, but hey, if we can get one in there, we'll take it. And we'll cheer all the way. If the Stars win today, are we going to round 3? No, so they go up 3-1. Right now, it is 2-1 Dallas. 2-1. So if Dallas wins today, they go take a 3-1 kind of chokehold on the Jets. If the Jets win, they even it up at 2 apiece. Mega, how's it going? Welcome in. Jeff, how's it going? Welcome in. That's right. The Oilers are up 3-1. They are up 3-1. So they are looking to send Vegas home tomorrow night. That is going to be huge. A huge game. And I'm super pumped for it. Super pumped. But we'll see. We got to get through tonight. First, of course, Carolina doing some ungodly things to the Washington Capitals. Washington doesn't know what's hitting them right now. But we got some amazing playoff hockey to come down the road. If the Jets win tonight, would it be the biggest upset so far in the playoffs? No, I don't think so. The Jets are an extremely talented team as well. Let's not forget that. They are super talented. I think one of the surprises right now is Connor Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck, arguably, before the playoffs started, we would have said Connor Hellebuck is one of the best goaltenders in the game today. He is absolutely phenomenal. What has happened to him, we don't know. He has not had some good outings at all. He has kind of fallen to pieces, if you will. But I think what they're doing right now is fighting for their lives. And I don't think if the Jets beat Dallas, I don't think that would be a huge upset. I really don't think it would be. I think Carolina up on Washington is the bigger upset. I think that is a huge surprise. And again, sorry, Carolina fans, but I think that is a bigger surprise because Carolina, they do have some good players, but I thought Washington would absolutely be dominating Carolina. The fact that Freddie Anderson would have a 4-0 shutout and they won 5-2 again yesterday. They now have a 3-1 lead. Shocking what's going on. And all right, the Stars are making their way out onto the ice. We're going to get things going in just a minute. Rick, how's it going? Welcome in, Rissies. Hello there. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. So they're making their way on the ice, and then we're going to go. Here come the Jets down the tunnel. The Jets look really, really focused. There's a little hint of worry in the eyes here, what I'm seeing. Who's the Jets' backup tender? The backup tender for tonight. Let's see if I can pull. I might have to switch screens here. Give me a moment, and I'll see if I can pull that up here real quickly, or is it going to make me wait? Here it is. Eric Comrie. So Comrie looks like he's going to be the backup tender. So we'll see. That's going to be okay. Hopefully, we don't need to rely on the backup tender. Hopefully they will stay in and get this one done. All right, let's go over, tell you what you're going to see tonight. Let's get this one going. Okay, down over here, you're going to have the score. The score is here. Up here is going to show you where people are shooting from, where people are scoring from. And right here by the elbow, it's going to tell you who has possession, where the puck is, where it's moving around. And last but not least, right up here in the top, it's going to show you who the players are, who is on the ice. And so we'll have to get that going. And of course, we got to make a little change here because Sam made a boo-boo. So Sam's going to get this one fixed as we're getting things ready to start here. So we're going to get set for the anthems in just a moment, should they bring it to us. You know what? We're going to scrap this for tonight. All right, let's get ready.
Women who have served our country, would you please rise if able and welcome to the ice our Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket and City Credit Union hometown hero of the game, United States Marine Corps Corporal Ethan Jolly. And now, to sing the anthems of two great nations, Michael Bortz of the Vocal Majority.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We give him credit. He tried. That wasn't so bad. Not so bad. Almost made a big mess up, but he recovered.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, what a good job. He did an excellent job, much better than the other night. And hey, it was actually a good pace, a good pace. They are set to go. We are ready to drop this puck and get this underway. I am pumped up for it. Very excited for this game. So we're going to get this one going in a few minutes and ready to rock.
With a minimum 3 games played, as the worst ever goals against average on the road in a single postseason, and the worst save percentage on the road in a single postseason.
Let's get set to drop this puck, play some hockey, and have a good old-fashioned barn burner here. What are they going to do? Who's going to win? Will it be the Stars? Will it be the Jets? We're hoping this will indeed be the Jets. This needs to be a big one. Let's go Jets. And Martin, sorry I do not have that I can provide. We are watching on Sportsnet here in Ontario. We are in the Toronto region. They are set to go. They are in Dallas. And it's just about to get going, ready to drop the puck. Game 4 starts right now, and here we go. Off the draw, Jets going to bring this one back. They're going to play this up the side. Dumping it around down in the corner. Ottinger almost turned it over right away. The Stars get this one out, but not deep. Jets looking to bring it right back in. They have to tag up. They need to get things going. Here comes Dallas. Little flip pass. Harley trying to bring this one out. Jets turning it around in the neutral zone. Now Harley throws it right back down. Morrissey is back to pick it up over to DeMello. DeMello, long pass. This is going to be tipped in. Ottinger out to stop it behind the net. Going to work this one up ahead. Here they come already. Long pass down around in the corner. Trying to get in here. Jets, though, back. Jets going to work it around the boards. Being kind of pressed off of it. But Iafallo carried it up a little bit. Jets going to bring it in. Scheifele tipping it down into the Stars zone. Stars working it across on the far side. Lindell trying to pick this one up. Taking a look and going all the way up. And this is going to come all the way down the ice. It's a race. Dallas going to get in there first. No icing. Icing is waved off. Danilov getting in there first. But a little bump and the Jets going to take it away. Here comes Winnipeg. Iafallo. Back over the line. Little pass across. The return feed is blocked. They couldn't hit Scheifele with the pass. And the Jets have to back it up very dangerously in their own zone as the Stars came out pressing and pressing really hard. Wow, what a take on. John, how's it going? Welcome in. Holy smokes. Good start, good pace. Todd, what's going on? Welcome in. Good jump, real good jump here, both teams. The wheels are moving. Definitely a much faster pace than what we saw coming out of the games the other night. Really, really like the speed here. And that's something these teams are going to have to hang on to. These teams are going to have to testify and deal with all game long. Off the draw, back to the point. Stars with a shot. That's going to get blocked and come out. Big race for this. Both teams being super aggressive on it. Wow. This coming all the way back. Going to be kicked aside. Here's Pionk. Pionk setting it up behind the net. He's being attacked. Stars are being super aggressive on the puck carriers. They're going to steal it away, working it up 2-on-1. Here comes Sagan. Sagan cutting towards the middle. Tries to pass it off, and that one is knocked away. Velarde, a nice job on the back check. This back around the other side. Bischel going to play it up. Duchesne working it back. Going to work this one up. Petrick dumping it down in the corner. Hellebuck is out, circling it around, almost turned over. And the Jets going to get this one down the ice, and now this time it's going to go all the way to the Stars' end. Little bump as here come the Jets in on the attack. They're going to steal this one away. Great forechecking by both these teams. This is unbelievable. Stars going to pull it away. Garland going to flip this one up down the ice. And Jets are going to go pick it up. They got to move it quickly. Not a lot of time to handle the puck. Morrissey going to use his own net for some space. Now he's going to work it up, pass it ahead, and the Jets going to dump it in. Ottinger out to stop it behind the net. Trying to work it up. Jets block this outlet pass. Going to bring it right back down. Behind the net, they're fighting for it. Stars kind of pass it to the sideboards. That one doesn't connect, but it comes out. The Jets dump it right back in. Everyone's going to change. Here comes Dandanoff. He's flying with speed, flipping this one up down in the corner. No score yet, Brett. No score yet. Game just started. We're about 3 minutes old. Jamie Benn going to flip this one around. Back to the point. Here's a shot. That's going to go wide. Jets going to pick this one up. Scheifele sending it behind his own net. Long pass up, going to be deflected in. And this comes all the way down the ice. Stopping it here is Harley. Going to play it around the boards. Hintz getting it up, not far. The Jets going to turn and send this one right back. Here they come again. Jets running into each other, trying to get this one going. Foe, what's going on? Welcome in. Here come the Jets. Little inside-outside move. Can't do it. Kyle Connor trying to cut through. Passing in front. Here's a shot. What a save as Ottinger comes way out and flashes that leather with a spectacular glove save. I believe that was Fiala who took the shot. That was unbelievable. Rob, how's it going? Jack, welcome in. Jets were pressing. Jets were coming in here. And what a nifty move. And just a huge sweeping glove save. Vlardy has a 3-game point streak going on. He's looking to keep this one going. Keep the streak alive. Great stop. Off the draw. Can't win this one. If the Jets go to the finals, I may have to get a Velarde jersey. Keeping this one in at the side. Tonio, how's it going? Welcome. Take it easy on that leather. Dallas, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, those Oilers. They woke up. They've been unbelievable. Tomorrow, doubleheader on the schedule. Leafs at 7, Oilers at 9:30, or upon conclusion of the Leaf game. So we will have both games coming up for you tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like button for us. If you haven't already, tap that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe as well. So let's do this. Face off, Duchesne. He's getting, no, thought he was getting waved out there. Did not get waved out. Velarde and Duchesne. Velarde wins it back to the point. Here's a long shot right on. That's going to be stopped and kicked over to the corner. Series is 2-1 Dallas. 2-1 Dallas. So Winnipeg looking to tie this one up. In the corner, still pressing on it, and the Stars going to flip this one out to the red line. Looking nice little shovel pass. Here comes Dallas. Long shot by Cody Ceci, and that one's going to be deflected wide. Marchment keeping it in before he gets absolutely run over there by Luke Shen. Jets going to flip this one to the line. They do get it out, but they got to turn around and regroup. Ash, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Who winning the Caps? Canes. So the Canes, Brett, the Canes are up 3-1. Canes are up 3-1 in that series. Battle behind the net. Jets going to come away with it. Trying to fight this one through. A little stick grab. Barron tried to shovel it up. Stolen in the middle of the ice. Jets going to dump this one in. The chase is on. Who's going to come with it? Here's Appleton. A long shot. It's sitting there. Ottinger came across, but there was a wide open net. Nobody could get their stick on it, though. Jets going to keep this one in. Another shot. And that's going to be deflected up and out of play. Cutie Patootie, thank you for hitting that follow. And Tanev going to start mixing it up here. Tanev and Bichelle having some conversations with each other. But real good pace, good energy by both squads. Love to see the aggressiveness. And not just when they have the puck. Hey, New York Neil, welcome in. It's playoff hockey at its finest. We traded Tanev to his brother, Hayden, his brother. Thank goodness they're not both on the same team. I know a lot of folks wanted to see this Tanev come over, but how confusing would that have been? Just about 5 minutes gone. Great start here. Prox, thank you so much. Go Sports, hit that like. Face off in the Stars end, off the draw. This is going to be played back around, working it up on the side. Long pass, Stars, cross the middle of the ice. Stars coming in, flip pass, Rantanen, he shoots, deflection right on. Hellebuck with the save. There's a penalty, a little stab after the whistle. That's going to be a penalty. Stars are going to go to the box for that one. When the goaltender has the puck, you can't come in with a jam like that. The Winnipeg should be going to the power play. When they return, are they going to go to commercial break? It was right there. He had it covered up, and it's Jason Robertson who comes in with the slash, and that's not like Jason Robertson. Ronnie, what's going on? Welcome in. Hang on, are they not going to call this? The referee signaled a penalty. Are they actually not giving it to him? Oh, come on. The referee called a penalty. I guess they discussed it and said, no, it's fine. That's a weird thing. James, what's going on? You're very welcome. So no penalty on the play. The referee made a call, but didn't send him to the box. Dallas going to control this one in the zone off the boards. Connor going to pick this one up. Here they come. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. Connor going to bring this one in over the line. Long cross-ice pass to Morrissey. He tried to feed it across. That one is stopped. This back around. Heeskin in, who's returning to the lineup tonight. Going to make an impact. Going to make a splash. Down around behind. Long pass. I follow. Can't get it to Connor. Connor tied up on the boards. This is going to work. And by the way, for those that are watching the World Championships, Canada put the boomstick on France today, as they should have. Big win by Team Canada earlier today. Working it around behind the boards. Star's going to work this one up. Dodonov, he's going to start to carry. He's going to turn it over. Here's Connor. Quick shot. Nice save. Rebound. Another shot. Ottinger didn't see it. This one is going to go right past him. Vic, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Buford, welcome in. Here comes the Stars again. A little backhand flip pass by Sam Steele. That's going to go in the corner. Picked it up here, the Stars. Trying to backtrack. Here comes the Jets. The Jets dumping it in the Star zone. Lowry, he's going in there. He's working it around. Stars able to move it very quickly, getting it out. But again, Winnipeg going to cut it off at the red line. Jets are doing a nice job. They turn it over. 2-on-2. Ehlers coming in. Ehlers fakes the drop. Now he shoots right on. And Ottinger with a phenomenal save. Absolutely spectacular. Wow, that is a big hit there. And they're going to go to commercial break. Kevin, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Commercial break. And it is a nice start to this hockey game. Love the Jets are fighting tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. Pure chaos. Predictions on the semifinals. Well, I don't want to jinx anything. I did put out a prediction video out on YouTube with all my picks for the second round. I don't want to say anything mid-game. I don't want to sway anything. But let's see here. The dad jokes. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there on that first one. I think they're going, but we're not going to say anything. Refs understand the assignment. They're letting them play right now. They're letting them play. And I'll tell you what I like so much about this game right now. We haven't seen a cross-check to the head. We haven't seen a hit from behind. There's some hooking. There's some stick lifting. A couple little slashes, low down, nothing on the hands. For the most part, it's a clean game, especially as far as playoff hockey is concerned. Crosby looking good. Kevin, Crosby is looking amazing. Really, really, really impressed by how Crosby is playing. Griff, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go Goals. Let's get some bingo cards going on. Let's do it. Oh, my goodness. Click that like, hit that subscribe, join the Ulysses, that's amazing. Ulysses, you crack me up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys are too kind. You guys are awesome. All right, coming back from commercial break. We're going to get this thing going. You don't need to send money, but you need to hit that like button and you need to hit that subscribe button because we want you to come back and join us night after night after night Big doubleheader tomorrow. Huge doubleheader tomorrow. Leafs and Panthers, Oilers and Golden Knights. What a night tomorrow's going to be. Kevin, how's it going? Welcome in. We're packing the snacks. We're getting the drinks ready. The cooler, it's going to be under the desk. We're going to be set to go for a long one tomorrow. Get those wings. Oh, those poor Detroit Red Wings. Off the draw, back to the line. DeMello, long pass up. Tip just wide, and again, Ottinger caught a little bit out of position. Rick, thank you so much. You're going to make me blush. This one wearing the red hat. It covers the blush. OG, what's going on? Welcome in. This at the line. Little strip away here by the Stars. They're trying to pass this one down. Now it goes down, and Jets going to pick this one up easily. Ehlers sending it across ice. Flying is Morrissey down the far side of the ice. He's going to pull up. Going cross with a shot right on. Big rebound. Can't get the stick on it as Ehlers was right there. Back to the point. Here's Lowry. Lowry, he turns and shoots. That one goes wide. Pinching up on it. Going to hold it in now, trying to get it back to the point. Can't do it. Now they do. Ehlers putting it across. Down low. Jets in full control. Here's a blast. That one's going wide. They just can't hit the net right now, though. A couple of shots going right by. And we got a penalty. Now this one's coming. We got a slash. Stars are going to go to the power play. Holding the stick is what they're going to call. Holding the stick is what it's going to be. Yikes. And DeMello is going to go to the box. My goodness. I mean, Jets were on fire. Jets were blasting. And this one just came down to DeMello. DeMello ran into Granlund at mid-ice and kind of grabbed onto the stick. And Granlund just let it go. And he was caught holding the stick. So all the evidence was there. But that doesn't need to happen. All right, here we go. Stars on the power play. Let's see what the Jets can do. They're going to be tested here. Tyler, it was brutal. Anthony, they need a big win tomorrow. They need a big win tomorrow. That's for sure. Granlund coming in to take this. He's going to be against Barron. Drop the puck. Let's go. Off the draw, it's a scrambles. Goes into the corner. Stars going to come away with it. They're going to go back to the point and set this one up. Harley, the lone man at the point. That's going to be deflected. Jets are going to break this one out. They're going to carry it up the ice. Stopping, I follow, cutting around. He sends it in, and that shot is going to be blocked. Nice job there as tried to thread the needle to Barron in front. Couldn't get it. This is going to turn around and come back the other way. Harley, little drop pass. Granlund going to carry it up. He gets around one man. Granlund going all the way, and he scores! Wow! Granlund was just carrying that up. He made one nifty move. He looked like he was going to dump it in. And then he just went straight up the middle. Nobody took him. And he shoots and just beats the goaltender. Wow. What an interesting play. This is not your typical power play. He-Man's dad, what's going on? Welcome in. He just comes right in, and the defense just keep backing up. He literally walks from the red line all the way up to the top of the face-off circles, dead center of the ice. And the two Jet defenders just kept backing up. Nobody thought to go to him. Nobody thought to reach a stick out. Unbelievable. 1-0 Stars. Second of the playoffs. He just took that one right to the house. There's something. I eating chicken soup. Oh, I love chicken soup. Let's leave chicken soup out of this. This coming around. CC going to play it up. Here come the Stars again. Connor going to intercept. He's going to play it out to the middle. Stars going to regroup. That goal is going to go right to the legs of these Star players. Jets need to strike. They need to get this one back. Harley and Jason Robertson going to pick up the assist. DeMello gets thrown down to the ice. Jets going to clear this one out to the neutral zone. Harley dumping it right back in. He's got to come around and get it. Sarah, it's 1-0 Dallas. They just scored. Rantanen cutting towards the front of the ice, front of the net. He's going to get taken down. Here comes the Jets. Appleton putting it across. Jets into the zone. They have to dump this one down low in the corner. Got to get the cycle going. Nobody is there to help out. And the Stars very easily going to bring it back down the far side. Jets again going to bring it up into the middle. Sandberg helping out. This is going to go right down. Niederreiter can't get it. Comes to the line. Oh, they can't hold it in. It hops over Stanley's stick. Back over to Pionk. He's going to work it up the near side. This is dumped in. Chasing it around is Niederreiter. And again, Ottinger plays it away from him. Dallas on the far side. Going to work it back over to the new side. Little tip pass by Duchesne. He's going to put it down in the corner. Duchesne around behind the net. Uses the boards to get it to the point. No one there to hold it in. It does come out. Stars going to try again. Bischel dumping it right back in. Stanley trying to get this one going. Excuse me, not Stanley. Sandberg. 54-64. They're so close. Here comes the Jets again. A long shot. That's going to go high and wide. Got to hit the net. Jets trying to keep this one in. Big hit there by Lowry. Absolutely ran over Sagan. Turning it around. Here come the Jets. Going to flip this one in. Can't get it down low. Nice job by the Stars getting it right back out. Working through the middle of the ice. It's like bad pass after bad pass. Finally, Velarde going to drop it over. Here they come. Long shot. That's going to get blocked. Stars can't clear. Jets in the corner. They go around behind the net. Jets going to flip this one to the line. Here's a shot. That's going to be knocked down. Good shot by Luke Schenn as he stepped into one. Down around in the corner. Stars going to work it again. Heinz giving some direction. Dallas up the line. Trying to get in here. Trying to get in after it. And they just can't get it going. Now it's DeMello for the Jets. Long pass. Working this into the Stars side. Pressed up against the boards. Trying to get this one is Appleton. Wow, the Jets fans are relentless with the overrated chance. That is crazy. Overrated chance. Luke Schenn has been absolutely incredible. Deal working it up to Ben. Ben over the line. He's going to get stood up just inside by Pionk. Pionk is such a great player. Like him a lot. This around behind is Sandberg. Sandberg picking it up. He's carrying this one to the red line, just dumping it in. Scheifele on the far side. Centering it in front of the slot. Connor can't shoot. Goes behind the goaltender. Tried to bank it off him. Connor going to take it around behind the net. Has it stripped away by Harley. Harley going to put it up the boards. Daninoff turning it over. I follow. He can't shoot. He runs into the Stars, and they bring this one out. Daninoff again. Him and Pionk are going at it. And finally, the Jets going to take this one away. They're going to slow this one down. Pionk can skate. He does, Kevin. He's so good, and he's tough as nails, too. Nice move here by Sandberg. Sandberg going to play it off the board. Jets can't recover. Stars backing it all the way up in their own zone. Working up to the red line. Deflected in. No icing call. Hellebuck indecisive what to do. Defenseman was waiting for it. Finally, Hellebuck went to get it. And by that point, it was far too late. I'm telling you, it was super crunchy lemon flavor. Robertson putting this one back in the corner. Lost anchor. How's it going? Welcome in. Robertson and DeMello having a little bit of a conversation. They're going to go to another commercial break. 1-0 Dallas. Hockey, you got the Knights. Yeah, I was watching the Knights game earlier. There was no score when I was watching. Is there a score now, Trav? Toronto is cold right now. Got to get the... Yes, Anthony, they do. They have to get it going. They have to get it going for sure. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here tonight. A little fun night of evening hockey. The Jets and the Stars going toe-to-toe, battling it out. Welcome in. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. We're here almost every single night. We've had a few nights off for some conflicts to take care of, but boy, oh boy, these playoffs have been phenomenal. Very exciting. Keep six. What's going on, bud? Welcome in. Easton Cowan is a beast. Did you see that goal the other day when he came in and kind of spun around the defender and then dropped the puck over and they scored? This kid, he is so creative. He's very impressive. Gotta love the Cowboy. Gotta love the Cowboy. We have our Easton Cowan redemption. I think we still have it, unless I disabled it. Let's see if it still works. We'll see if it still works. There he is, the Cowboy. Little Easton Cowan. Love Easton Cowan. He is so good. So good. I can't wait for him to get up with the big club. see what he does with the Maple Leafs when he gets his fair shake. This preseason, he didn't look great, but last year he looked incredible. And is there a chance we see him later in the playoffs? When London is done and they wrap everything up, is there a chance he comes to the Leafs extended roster? All right. Let's see. Coming back from commercial break. 2 assists. He's so good. So good. So we're back from a commercial break. Dallas hanging on to that lead right now. Just about 7 minutes to go in the first period. And it is a very exciting hockey game. So let's see what they can do. So far, they've both been aggressive. They've both been working. Both have been great. Hellebuck looked a little tentative on that one goal that came in. Terry, what's going on? He came in and dropped a like, support around. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Can't wait for that Leaf game tomorrow night. But we need to help the Jets. Stars are coming in. Duchesne between the legs. He gets put in the corner. DeMello working it. But they pick this one up. Marchment with it. Marchment off the boards, back to the line. Here's a one-timer. Down in front, it's trickling towards the net. Hellebuck sprawling across. And this one goes just wide. Rob, I just I didn't log in before the stream started. So we're still counting. I just didn't get the I just didn't log into the widget before the stream started. Here they come back down the ice. Putting it across. The Jets trying to get in here, but we're still counting. So it's important. Keep smashing that subscribe. Back out to the line. Jets holding it in. Putting it across. Pionk with a shot. That's going to go just wide. In the corner. Star's going to pick it up. Hint's going to play it ahead. Rantanen trying to dance in. He's trying to work this one through. Back to the line. Stars working D to D. Long cross-ice shot. Nice pad save. Rebound was there. There's a hog tie and takedown. No call. Stars can't keep this one in. Jets with possession. They're going to carry this one up. Pionk brings it in over the line. He's still going with it. Pionk going to put it off the boards around behind the net. Jets coming to keep this one in, keeping it alive. They still have it in here. Jets cycle game is strong. Little shake and bake, trying to get it to the line. Oh, and this one comes out and all the way down the ice. Good pressure there, good pressure. I think you're being so awesome saying you should be gifted. Rob, I appreciate that. Thank you. Cycling it around in front. Look out, this is going to be kicked aside. Here come the Jets. It's a 3-on-1. 3-on-1. 4-on-1. Oh, and they screw it up. They had a 4-on-1. The pass came over to Appleton. He tried to take it off the skate to the stick, and he kicked it into the corner. Oh, how about a Canadian finals? Would love to see it, Terry. Would love to see it. This in the corner, trying to bring this one out, trying to bring it around. Let's go. Oh, Dallas Stars fan. I want the Jets to win, but I think the Stars have their number. Here's a long shot down in front. This is going to be knocked away. It's in the slot. Nobody can get a stick on it. Jeffrey, how's it going? Welcome in. And we got a whistle. Ottinger's mask popped off. The strap, both bottom straps popped off. So they're going to go to commercial break again. That was the best chance the Jets have had here tonight. Holy smokes. 2-0 Knights game. Thank you very much. I appreciate the update there. Sorry, the finals will be Florida versus Dallas. You know, Jimmy, it's funny. For the last couple of years, I've slept on Dallas. I did not give them the respect they deserve. And this year, I kind of did pick them as one of my favorites in the West. And then when the stories about about Colorado and Landeskog rejoining the team started coming out, I said, oh, that's going to give Colorado the boost they need. I'm switching my pick to Colorado. Big mistake. That series was a fun series, though. Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Steven, how's it going? Let's go, Stars. These guys are fighting. They're fighting hard. It's really hot in here. Beautiful night here in Toronto. It's been raining on and off, but now it's cleared up. Nice blue skies, at least where I am. And it is muggy and hot. So I assume more rain is coming. More rain is coming. Will we get the rain of goals? Are we going to start seeing a bunch of goals coming through? Would like to see that, but in this series, I don't know if that is really going to be the case. 3-2 was game 1, 4-0 was game 2, 5-2 was game 3, and now here we are 1-0. Are we going to get another 1-goal game? Is this going to be a 3-2 kind of game tonight? Slept on Dallas. That came off funny. Yeah, I did not give them the time of day. What were the odds? Jimmy Wright. It's like, hey, we're going to trade this player to the East Coast so we don't have to deal with them. And then Carolina said, you know what? We're going to trade them back to the West Coast so we don't need to deal with them. And boy, oh boy, Rantanen single-handedly dismantled Colorado in those last couple games. Oh, my goodness. Stanley Cup graphic looks as if it's a transporter bad beaming to Toronto. This Stanley Cup, I'll tell you about it in a second. They're coming back from commercial break. I'll tell you what's so special about this Stanley Cup in just a moment. 4:10 to go. Here come the Jets. The Jets over the line. Bless you. Dallas steals. They're going to send it all the way up the ice. In over the line. Working through. Robertson cross-ice pass. Fan on it. Morrissey puts his man into the boards. Jets around the boards. DeMello doesn't go in after it. Here's a bump by a follow going after it. Big battle behind the net. Rantanen, he can't come up with it. Jets going to play it to the line. Connor has it taken away. Back up in the middle. This time the Jets intercept. Up to Iafallo. He blows it. Scheifele down on his knees. He's going to get this one back across. Iafallo still fighting for it. Connor in there as well. They're trying to get it in. They cannot. And the Stars just flip this one out. Takes a Dallas bounce. Walking in is Sagan. Sagan going to cycle around, throwing this down low to Johnson. He's going to try and walk into the corner, and he gets bumped away. Good job by Fleury coming over to help out. Fleury's still working with it. He's going to go right up the middle, intercepted by Iafallo at the red line. He's going to put this one down in the corner. Looking to set it up as Harley. Harley working the other way. Yeah, Zach, absolutely. I agree with you there. This is going to be tapped in. Perfetti. Can't get it. Namestnikov in the corner. Big battle here. Lyubushkin in there. Perfetti. He's digging. Namestnikov is there too. Everybody's in there. Comes back to the line. Here's a blast looking for a deflection. Great save by Ottinger. And there's everybody's coming over to have a little conversation. Not happy with Nino Niederreiter, who planted himself right in front looking for a deflection. Lyubushkin coming over and having some words. But a good job they're doing. He was doing what he needed to do. Get in front of that net, take the eyes away, or get ready for a tip. 10 shots for Winnipeg in this first period. Now only 5 for the Dallas Stars. But they got the one in that counts. The one in that matters. So to tell you about this Stanley Cup over here, this Stanley Cup, every time that there's a super chat or a special event, something that happens, you'll see there's like these little floating pieces that come across the top and they actually drop down into the cup, which is why it's animated. And let's see if I move it up a little bit. Oh, I'd have to extend the bottom. Now I'm just breaking everything. All right. Good chance there by the Jets. I'm going to stop playing around before I break things. Out over the line. Stars bringing it back into the Jets territory. This is looking across. Down low. Shot in front goes wide. London Knights are always good. Yeah, they are. Cottaging, what's going on? 29th birthday today. Happy birthday, Cottaging. Cottaging, you're 29. You've had a heck of a year for 29, my friend. Back to the line. Stars trying to get this one out. They bring it right back in, excuse me. Jets going to turn. They're going to send it across. Nice job, Jets behind the net. Going to continue to press. Jets really moving. Actively moving across. Big hit here. Big hit. Wow. Back around, Morrissey bringing this one up. Here they come again, Jets. Sorry, I had to read something. Long pass going to be deflected up, this down the ice. Deflected in, 1:10 to go. Mythic Waves, what's going on, buddy? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Sandberg driving this one around behind the net, trying to pick it up. Stars, grab it. Shooting it after the whistle, don't like that. That's going to draw a crowd as Marchment took the shot, but we got a penalty coming up to Sagan. Sagan is going to go bye-bye. Scheifele coming over to Marchment, and he's having a little bit of a word. But the Jets are going to end up going on a power play. Holding is the call. Now, I get it. You know, I give Marchment the benefit of the doubt. It's really hard to hear these whistles in these rinks because they are so loud, so loud. So I don't think Marchment intended to shoot the puck after the whistle, but it's really hard to hear these whistles. So Sagan's going to go to the box. Jets on the power play. 1 minute to go here in the end of period number 1. So it's going to be a split power play unless the Jets can find a way to bury the biscuit in the basket here in the next 59 seconds. Off the draw, bringing it around. And the Stars going to get this one out. I'd like to feel like I was 29 again. Chris, right? I still act like I'm 29. I just feel a lot sore in the mornings. This down around in the corner. Alexander, how's it going? Behind the net, Kyle Connor trying to center it. Stars doing a nice job here. And they're going to steal it again. Jets cannot get anything going. Stars clear it down. 30 seconds to go here in the power play. Morrissey going to turn. He's going to bring this one up. Morrissey, long pass, far side into the zone. Rick, it's true. Back to the line. Jets, 10 seconds to go. Pass across. Oh, we're going back door for Scheifele. That doesn't connect. They're going to get one last kick at the can here before this period expires. Dallas says no thank you. They bring it out, and the horn is going to go. And this period comes to an end. Wow, Sticky, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Let's go to the intermission. Let's talk. There we go. 10-5, the shots on net. 10-5. 20 hits to 13, though. 10, like, I didn't expect Winnipeg to be out-hitting them by that much. Face-offs are pretty close. 1-for-1 Dallas on the power play. If we look, 7 giveaways to 6. A lot of giveaways here already. A lot of giveaways. Let's see here. Sam, I do not the same become 30 years old next year. Hey, next year it'll be a good milestone for you. It'll be a good milestone. 4-1 Knights now. Knights are running away with it. Taking a look, 4-3. Not a lot of block shots either, but interesting. I did not expect Winnipeg to be out-hitting Dallas, nor did I expect the number of giveaways to be that high. So that's pretty good. 700 Monopoly. There you go. Always bet that Monopoly money. Always bet that Monopoly money. I'm distracted tonight. No, hey, Amelia, no worries. We're just happy you are here with us, and you are very, very welcome. Again, welcome everyone. DA, how's it going? Jets need to bring back Perry Miller. You know what? This Jets team is so strange. I mean, they were unbelievably good in the regular season. Unbelievably good. And they've kind of turned around, right? They've kind of turned. We don't see that same energy from them. And it's not like they're not trying. But it's just there's a fall off where all the other teams have kind of turned it up a notch, right? Everybody's gone into another gear. And I really think those bad games that they had where they kind of got blown out of the water, and the fact that, you know, is it the Blues took them so hard in that first round, I think it caused a lot of confidence issues, to be honest, with this team. I can't watch both through periods of hockey besides the Habs. Oh, I can't. Ninja, I'll watch anything. I'll watch anything. But I really think right now it's a confidence issue with Winnipeg. And that's hard to overcome. The mental game of hockey is one of the hardest things to correct. It doesn't matter about good coaching. It doesn't matter about good leadership with the players on your team. When you get in your head, and again, look at Jack Campbell, Soupy Campbell, and I hate that my Jack Campbell story is one of stuck in his own head. King Derek, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope not. But when Jack Campbell had those really bad games in Toronto, and you saw it on the Amazon Prime special, what was it, For All or Nothing or whatever it was called, where it followed the Maple Leafs through their playoff run, like he was having a full-on meltdown when they lost, and that eats away at you. It eats away on you. And he was one of those players where if he gave up that bad goal, it's hard to recover. You're stuck on it in your head. Then another one comes in and you start falling apart. I'm like that when I golf. If I'm having a really good game of golf and then I have a really bad shot, or if I have a phenomenal drive in my next kind of iron shot, I duff it and I mess up the hole, it starts eating away at me. It drives me nuts. And I'll literally screw up like 3 holes because I'm stuck in my own head. Now all of a sudden I can't hit the ball. I can't lift it up in the air. I can't do this. It's the same with hockey. You start doing these things and you start second guessing everything you're doing. And, Hellebuck had those really horrendous games where they got blown up pretty good. And so now we got to do this. And with every controversial thing that happens, you start to let it eat away at you. Mickey, how's it going? I'm struggling, man. The Jets can play a solid. They're fumbling everything, right, Mickey? And that's kind of what I'm going with. Now, the first game of this series was pretty close, right? 3-2, fine. They then got the shutout. You think that shutout would reset everything? It would turn everything around, and that would be huge to see. Then all of a sudden, that very next game, Dallas came back and whooped them 5-2, right? Then it's like, oh, you start losing that again. So how do you build that up? Well, and you kind of said, Mickey, they're fumbling everything, right? They're fumbling everything. It all starts in the defensive zone, and we've seen this with some of the other teams. I do watch the Oilers game. No, Dan, I was actually at tryouts last night. I was at tryouts all evening last night. So I did catch a little bit of it, but unfortunately didn't catch a lot of it. You frozen mango and peanut. There you go, Kevin. Well, it did reset everything but the Stars ones. Yeah, exactly. And so to get back on track, because Dallas is forechecking like just wildebeests right now. They're coming in hard. So for Winnipeg, it all starts in their own zone. It all starts with the little outlet passes. It's using those boards. It's ensuring we get it out. When Dallas dumps it in and they're coming at you hard, you got to play it around. So again, and I don't really want to start drawing on my whiteboard here, but if I have to, I don't know where my markers are. But let's pretend. Let's pretend this blue line is the goal line and this little circle is the crease, right? So all the fans are sitting up here, and then this was the way to center ice. So what happens when you pick it up anywhere here in the slot area, you got to clear it to the sides. Never play it straight up the middle, right? That's going to be problematic. So if you pick it up here, you got to play it out here to the boards. It doesn't have to go all the way around. Dump it to the boards and have your players come in and pick it up. Now, if you're playing proper positional hockey, what's going to happen is you're going to have your defenders kind of here, right? If the puck is in this corner, this defender is going after it. This defender is here. Your centerman should be coming out and helping out around, and then your wingers are at the points. And so what's going to happen is when they play it to the corner, the centerman should go in there, or the winger should come back and help pick it up to work it across. They need to rotate that around in their own zone. And when they don't do that, when they start chasing, and all of a sudden you get 2 guys going in the corner, they get taken out. Now Dallas steals the puck because they're hard on the forecheck, and they have an open man. So you go out to the boards and then down and around. That's going to be really, really crucial. I remember from before, long ago, you met Eddie Shack twice. Nice, Terry. Eddie Shack was amazing. He really was amazing. Yeah. Stefani was. I don't know why. I don't know why I had a line drawn on it from before, but that's hey, it works, right? Kajing, I have no idea. No idea. Maybe San Jose. I haven't really given it any thought. I'll give it more thought. We'll look at the draft list and the predictions kind of following the playoffs. Viking Seagulls are now. My whiteboard is all hockey bats. Crap. Amazing. So yeah, that's what I think. If they start doing that in their own zone, they start breaking out, they take that rush away. Because Stars are really coming in pressing hard. The forecheck is coming in really hard. They need to find a way of balancing that out. Once they get it out of their own zone, then they can start working about those passes. Right now they're breaking it out. They're hitting the red line. Sometimes they're dumping it in. A lot of the time, though, when the Jets carry it in, they're carrying it a couple of feet into the zone, and then they're dropping it back to the points. So if they have a rush going, they're rushing it in, but every time they're making a pass, they're making a bad pass. And so what's happening now is instead of taking it up and playing it out because they're afraid to, break up that pass on the rush, they're taking it in and then dropping it back for their defense, and who's now wrapping it around the boards. So what you're hoping in that sequence is that your forwards who are rushing in are going to follow it down and pick it up in the corner and try to set something that comes back out to the slot. And that just hasn't been there because Dallas is doing a really good job clogging it up. I like the reffing last year. It was intentional when there were no calls this year. So, yeah, listen, refs have actually been okay in this game so far, but yeah, in general, the referees have been just ugly in this series altogether. It's absolutely wild. When you enjoy strategy, and you can look it up, you can look up online, you can Google and look up, different hockey offensive or defensive zone strategies. It's interesting when you start to get an idea of, some of the plays and some of the strategies that work. Hey, Tony, how's it going? And you start watching how some of these guys execute. It has you scratching your head. It has you wondering why on earth are some of these plays happening? And it's just, it becomes mind-boggling. It just becomes absolutely mind-boggling that, how do they get away with some of this stuff? And it's not like teams are letting them do it intentionally, right? There's nothing you can do about it. It's hard to prevent. That's why everybody has their own strategies, but they got to figure it out. And right now, so I hope Winnipeg is sitting back in this locker room and, somebody has been watching the tapes or watching what's going on, and they're saying, hey, this is the adjustments we're going to make. We're now going to go this route or this route. Which team do you think has the most fans? Ooh, Ninja, like overall, like across the nation. That's a good call. I mean, it's a tough question. Toronto is one of those, and I think Montreal's kind of in the same boat, where every building they go to, there's a lot of Leaf fans, there's a lot of Montreal fans, but they probably have just as many haters. If you talk about who gets the biggest reactions, I think I think Toronto is probably the biggest in terms of, fans showing up in other cities to cheer them on, but also has more haters. Very, very close to Montreal, but I think because Montreal, they do a lot in French, that I just think for whatever reason it doesn't transcend well to people outside of Montreal. Just don't know why. Montreal has a big following because of the history, but I think Toronto. I don't think any of the U.S. teams, because when you come to games in any Canadian city, there are definitely people who have jerseys of the opposing teams, but when you watch a Toronto, a Montreal, Edmonton going into any U.S. building, there's far more jerseys for those clubs. And I would probably almost say it in that order: Toronto, Montreal, Edmonton. Probably those three. Rangers might be fourth on that list. It would be pretty close. Yeah, it's always tough. It's always tough to tell, because when you go to other cities, yes, there's a lot of fans, but it also depends. Like for Toronto example, you go to Buffalo, and it's all Toronto fans. you go to Ottawa, Toronto, a lot of fans going to Ottawa. So it's pretty wild how wherever they go, there's a lot of fans that travel and follow. But that's a great question. This is a great question. And it will change over the years as well. Made of frozen tears. Terry, it's true. It's so true. I've seen them collect the tears. A lot of them are mine. No. Oh, that's really funny, though. Onyx, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Williams, how's it going? I'm paying $5,000 to see the first. Oh, no, you're not. All right. Let's not do that. All right. So, 2000, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Dan coming in with that freeze. Thanks, Dan. And here I was just trying to catch up with the chat. Coming into this next period, Dallas, they're still going to be shorthanded. Winnipeg, 1 minute left on the power play. But like I was saying, Jets really need to kind of turn things around. They need to find their way. And they can do it. I mean, there's a lot of hockey left. We're talking about a 1-goal difference here. Hellebuck needs to buckle down. That goal they scored wasn't a bad goal. It was a bad goal because the defenders kept backing up. They just, Granlund made a beautiful play. Of course. Harley and Robertson with the assist. Jets just have to find something to get it going. So much talent. They can totally do it, but they got to put something together. Emily, how's it going? Don't want the Panthers, Leafs too much, but do you have any comments on the Panthers minority owner? So, Emily, no. I was waiting. for somebody to ask that question. Spencer, that's Toronto easily. Actually, I think every franchise fans are somewhat that way. Emily, I think what he said is ridiculous. I don't like his comments at all. And I'm glad the NHL took action on it. As a businessman, business person, there's no need to do that. Clearly, he had a bit too much to drink and was going on a rant. But yeah, everything he said was absolutely disrespectful to so many groups of people. And I quite frankly think he should be forced to sell his shares of the team. I think being banned is not enough. He needs to be forced out. You cannot do that. And I, as a Panther fan, I go to a bunch of Panther games, and there's just no room for that whatsoever. I don't care if you're the owner, part owner of the Panthers, the Maple Leafs, whomever. Any comments like that or along those lines, you should be barred, and you should be forced to sell your portion of the team. And if it's the majority shareholder, if it's the majority stakeholder, you should be forced to sell your team. And I don't care if that means your team has to relocate. If you are going to make comments like that, and I'm not repeating them intentionally. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if you haven't heard about it, you can kind of Google it on your own. But none of that is none of that is right by any means. All right, that is kind of what I wanted to say. Can't follow 200 conversations. This is why you need intern who can highlight some key chat. Oh, that's funny. All right, so let's get back in here. Thank you so much for the follow. Who's winning the cup? C. Fergs wants to know who is winning the cup. Well, it's going to be between Toronto and Edmonton. Take your pick. At that point, I don't care who wins. I'm just happy it comes north of the border. All right, we're getting set for period number 2 after 20 minutes. The Jets seem to be in control. 22 hits, 10 shots, out-hitting, out-shooting. But they are not out-scoring. So let's see what they're going to do. They got a minute left on the power play. Let's see how they are going to bounce back and respond. By the way, I'm glad they're bringing it up here. We talk about how hockey, is scripted, or we talk about all these conspiracy theories. Anybody catch the NBA draft the other day? Anybody think there's some shadiness going on in the NBA where the Dallas Mavericks, who trade away their superstar player to go to the LA Lakers for an injured nobody, magically with 3.9% picks up the first overall pick? You want a conspiracy theory? Yeah, I think there's a huge conspiracy theory coming out of the NBA. Don't like what's going on there at all.
It makes perfect sense, right?
Heard it was shady, but I don't know why. Gotcha. All right, who do I see come in there? Mark, what's going on? Welcome in. Action at all with the channel members, so thanks for your hard work and professionalism. I have to say that your broadcast is quite superior to the other option out there. You weren't on last night, so tried a couple different tables. Oh, Mark, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, Mark, very, very much. I do. All right, let's go. Period number 2. No interaction with the channel. So yeah, Mark, thank you. Yeah, we were at some hockey tryouts last night. Some hockey tryouts, trying to make some teams, and glad we're able to get back here. And again, we got doubleheader tomorrow night. Let's see if the Jets can put this one home. Let's see if they can get back in this one. Kenny, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's a long pass down low. Back to Scheifele. Scheifele going cross ice. Here's a blast from Morrissey. That's going to hit somebody in front. This is going to come back. Velarde trying to get it back. Morrissey again. His shot deflected right on, and a nice stop again. Stars can't clear. Going to hold this one in. Nice job. Ehlers with it. Ehlers getting it back to Morrissey. Morrissey to Connor. Connor up to Ehlers. Ehlers. He shoots. He scores. Jets are flying now, and they get back. We got 2 power play goals. Oh, you know what? Was this? Yeah, this was still on the power play. I don't think the clock had expired yet. The Jets tie it up. A big, big goal. This is exactly what they needed to do. Good board battle here in the corner. Way to work the puck around. And this one is just fired in. Velarde just shoots, and I think it goes between the legs. Let's see. Oh, come on, cameraman, catch up. I think this goes between the legs of the goaltender. That's right, Andrew. All knotted up at one, and Velarde puts it in, which means I start a new Tim Hortons streak, since my streak ended yesterday as no Maple Leafs were able to put the puck in. Oh, that was big. That was big. Okay, here, let's see. Did it go right along the line between the legs? Ottinger had the leg up against the post, and he just kind of cheated a little bit. He just kind of lifted that leg, getting ready to push across, and that opened up just a teeny little bit. If he was a fan, he would have put it in that little hole to win the car. A nice goal there, and it's Ehlers. I thought it was Velarde that put it in. They have Ehlers listed here. No, it was Ehlers. All right, my mistake. Fleury coming around, down low, back to the point. Here's a one-timer, fanned on it. Stars going to pick it up. They're going to move. Jets intercepted just over the red line. Morrissey bringing this one back. So Ehlers gets the goal, not Velarde. Ehlers gets the goal from Morrissey and Connor. This coming right back in. Down in the corner. Spinning around, Fleury. Down low in the Dallas zone. Back up top to the line. Jets going to turn and keep this one in. Perfetti getting it down there. Back to the line again, cycling across. Here's a shot by Pionk. That one goes wide. Connor trying to take it away. James Stikanoff going back up top. Here's a shot. That gets blocked. Tip going for the wraparound. Great defensive play here by the Stars. A wide open net. Trying to put it in, and they make a great play to stop that. Back to the line. Sandberg with a shot. That's going to sail high and over. Yeah, bingo. Girl, I need a bingo emoji. We definitely need a bingo emoji. This is going to be an icing call on the Dallas Stars. That goal went right to the Jets' legs, and they have been flying, putting the puck towards the net a couple of times. Just going to reach around Niederreiter with that long reach, tries to reach all the way around, and right at the side of the net, Jason Robertson just got a stick on that. Oh, who's going to Costco? Yeah, I'll have a hot dog and a drink. Absolutely. Little ketchup and mustard, please. You got a tired Dallas group on. They're going to win the draw. Ooh, went to clear it. I think it hit Iafallo in the head. He's up, and he's slowly. Nope, he turns around. Iafallo is going to shoot this one right on. Big rebound comes out in the middle. Iafallo goes to the bench. That dump-out play kind of hit him, I think, in the visor, top of the head. He goes off. Getting that pressure going. That's right. Pressure is a dangerous thing. Morrissey going to start the rush, leading it up on the far side. One hand on the stick. That's going to be taken away. Dallas right in the corner. Seguin going in hard. Big hit there on DeMello. DeMello goes down. Playing it in front. That hits the stick. Comes to the point, working this one around. Hey, what's up, the Bear Shark? The Florida Park Explorers. Our partner channel. Jonathan, what's going on? Yeah, Bear Shark. Just mentioning, the NBA draft. How the team that traded their top superstar to the LA Lakers, because, LA needs to start getting the ratings back up. They pick up a injured player in exchange for one of the best players in the game today. And magically, they were awarded the #1 draft pick. Coinky Dink? I think not. Can't afford another hot dog. I already have to buy one for... All right, Onyx, fine. I'll let it go this time. And we got a penalty coming up. Seguin going to the box. So Dallas, who's starting to chase, Dallas struggling, takes another penalty. And Winnipeg, who's playing really hot right now, is putting themselves in a good place. Terry, I've never tried the Costco gravy. So the stick into the feet, that's going to draw the penalty. And Tyler Seguin, you know better than this. You go to the box. Welcome in, everybody. Again, if you're just joining us, keep tapping that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe. Tomorrow night is doubleheader night. Leafs and Panthers, Oilers and Golden Knights. It's going to be a good one. Eric, what's going on? Welcome in. So Velarde picking up some remnants of a broken stick and hand that over. The stick man going to give him the choice of 2 twigs. And if you've ever had a chance to see, sometimes on social media, different teams will post their stick man and how they sit with their finger on the stick. Whoever's touching the puck, they move their finger around so fast, ready to grab that stick and hand it over. That stick man is one of the hardest jobs in the league. This coming right out in front, backhand. Nice save by Onger. It's there. He's going to pounce on it. 7 seconds into the power play, and already a great opportunity here for the Jets. Love to see that. All right, Onyx, you can get all those hot dogs, but I'll take one of those like 2-foot tall twist cones. I hear Costco has really good twist cones. All right, face off to the right of Ottinger. Just 7 seconds gone in the power play. Off the draw, they win another blast. That's going to be stopped. Broken stick. They had to go get a new one. And Dallas going to clear this one out and down the ice. Rick, what's going on? Das, how's it going? For the Jets, it was Ehlers. Ehlers putting it through the 5-hole. Up to Connor. Connor going to bring this one over. Side working, trying to come back door. They can't do it. This pass is going to be deflected away. Costco is good at everything. That's true. That is true. By the way, if you're ever looking for a good pasta sauce, like a tomato-based sauce, they have a really good one. Their white linen tomato sauce is excellent. It's going to be flipped out and down the ice again. Stars sending it all the way. Hellebuck is going to bring it behind the net. He's going to set it up and leave it. 1 minute to go in this power play. 1 minute to go. 5-2 London Knights. They are crushing it. Morrissey hanging on behind the net. Has to wait a moment. Second unit's coming on. Here comes Morrissey. Morrissey up the middle, cross ice. Nemestikov, he's going to dump this one in. Down around in the corner behind, trying to get some help. Back to the line. Jets looking. Cross ice. Niederreiter had to be careful as Johnson was right up on him. Down around behind. Perfidi trying to get it out to the line. They hold it in. Jets spinning around. 25 seconds to go. Back to Pionk. That's going to be deflected and just out over the line. Pionk is going to get things back and ready. Just order the pizza. Hey, we had pizza tonight. Little Pizza Nova pizza. Always good stuff. Shout out to Pizza Nova. Here comes Dallas in. They're going to back it up. That's going to do it. Kill off the power play. Back to 5-on-5 even strength. Turning around. Jets almost coughing this one up. Glad to see you're doing better. I'll be glad to buy a hot dog one day. Lowry putting this one across. Here's a shot. Great save. Sagan going to pick it up. He's going to bank this one out. The way we're going, our meet and greet might have to be at Costco. Coming in. We're going to do the Samuel B. Costco parking lot meetup. Hot dogs, Coke, and twist cones for all. This is going to be dumped down in the corner. Lowry bringing it around behind the net. Jets up far side of the ice over the red line. Going to carry this one in. Breaking through. Nice pass. Going 5-hole again and a nice save by Ottinger. Learned from his mistakes. Ottinger's got that AI going right now. Connor going backhand. Cross ice to Shen. Shen going to put this one down in the corner. Stars going to pick it up behind. Battling in here. Big board battle going on. Harley comes away with it. Harley spinning right back into traffic. Kyle Connor tried to knock it away. He can't do it. And this comes all the way down the ice. No icing call. Hellebuck setting it up for Shen. This turning around. 6-pack of I've never tried the Costco salmon. This down, picked up. Here's a quick blast. That's going to be blocked. Taking a look. Sandberg down low. Trying to put it through. Cannot do it. Here they come. Stars over the line. A little drop pass. Dallas, long shot right on. Hellebuck is down. Couldn't make the save. Bobbled it as there was a star right in his eyes. Kyle Connor going to bring this one down. Ref's going to blow the whistle. Something beyond the play. The net is way off its moorings. So they're going to blow this one down. Holy smokes. What a different set of effort here in this period. Big time effort. The Jets are just absolutely flying right now. Only 5 shots, but they've only let Dallas have 2. And they've overtaken the faceoff win. They were down before. They're now up to 55%. So good shift in energy here by the Jets. A much, much better period than what they had going previously. Need a point from Lowry. Oh, you need Lowry. Lowry to get you a point. All right, let's see if he could do it. Let's see if he could do it. Will be good. Will be good to see. I like Lowry a lot. Actually, you know, the Jets have a couple players that when you look down the roster, you're like, hey, I like that guy. I like that guy. You know, if you're not a huge fan of the team and you're kind of just here to hang out and you're kind of looking down the roster and you're like, yeah, Velarde, I like that guy. Lowry, I like that guy. Ehlers, I like him. Scheifele, I like him. Kyle Connor, Perfidi. You know, there's a lot of guys you like. So it's awesome to see that a team has such a good makeup where even if you're not a fan of the team, just by going down, you're like, I've heard of this guy. I've heard of this guy. A lot of these guys have bounced around, been a few different places, and that's okay. You know, Stars, you can't really say the same for the Stars. Obviously, you know who Jamie Benn is. You know who Robertson is. You know who Heinz are. Robertson and Heinz were kind of the stars of the playoffs previously. Marchman, a good young star, good talent. Sagan been around. Of course, Rantanen, if you didn't know Rantanen from Colorado, certainly made a name for himself this year. Rick says he wants a wave. Let's get that wave going. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Get those hands in the air. As they're coming back from commercial break, let's get it going. Kevin, I think the Oilers would be number 3 for me. Oilers would be number 3. Jets are one of those, you know, I have a tough time cheering for Winnipeg. And it has nothing to do with this team itself. You know, playoffs have a different story. I want Canadian teams to do well. But for me, it goes down to the CFL days, the Canadian Football League days. CL, how's it going? Toronto and Winnipeg have had such rivalries. And Winnipeg, in the CFL playoffs usually end up being one of those crossover teams. So we've had lots of rivalries. So every time I just hear Toronto and Winnipeg, it's like, ugh, takes me back to some of those moments. Miko needs to put his cape on. Oh, you're very welcome, Sielk. Welcome and thanks for joining us. This around Nemestikov trying to tip it to the line. He's going to get it to the line, but Morrissey has to back this one all the way up. They're going to regroup. Long pass up and into the zone. Niederreiter, long shot off the blocker. This is going to be kicked into the corner. Back around the other way. Dallas, one hand on the stick. Rantanen, there's his cape. He's bringing this one all the way in. Rantanen down in the corner, gets tripped up. The arm shoots up in the air. And the referees are going to say, you can't do that to Rantanen. He's a special player. He's got the force field around him. How about them Ticats? I can't wait. We're going to have a lot of CFL action this summer here on the channel. We're going to got lots of football games. You know, Rantanen, he steps on the hands of Nemestikov. Nemestikov goes down trying to fight off Rantanen. Rantanen actually steps on his hands. Very, very dangerous play. And it's going to be Niederreiter who goes to the box. So Nemestikov seems to be okay. You never like to see anybody have their hands stepped on, but luckily those gloves are pretty tough. Power play here for the Stars. Let's see what they can do. They're 1 for 1 tonight with one shot on net. Don't wear a cape. That's funny. I don't know why that made me think of Captain Underpants, but anybody that has kids out there, you know who Captain Underpants is. Your comment just made me think of that so much. I think you should stream curling, aka swimming. Opening. Oh, Rick, there you go. Rick, are you going up? Are you there for the summer on Friday, or are you going up and then coming back? Back around the corner. Comes out in front. Winnipeg trying to clear. They get it to the boards. Now they send this one all the way down. Yeah. I don't know if anybody had a Captain Underpants reference on their bingo card for playoff stream, but there you go. Randy, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. Over the line, Stars bringing this one up. Just over 11 minutes to go here in this period. A minute left in the Dallas power play. And the Jets going to clear again, getting this one all the way down the ice. That's what we're talking about. Professor Poopy Pants. Love it, love it. Stargirl caught in an elevator. Cape will be good for taking away the goalie's missions. If a player came out wearing a cape, I would lose my mind. Somebody needs a jersey with a cape on it. Back to Heiskanen. Heiskanen. He's going to pass this one down low. Heiskanen up top. He shoots. That's deflected. And yes, Heiskanen is back. This back to the line. Taking a look. Robertson and Heiskanen switch spots. Robertson. He's still carrying this one down. Trying to get through. Thank you, FPE. I appreciate that so very much. Down and over the line. Here comes Sagan up the middle. Has the puck knocked off his stick. Down in the corner, trying to get this one through. Do you think this game will go to OT? Kevin, it may. The way they're playing right now, it may. You know, I kind of figured this was going to be a 3-2 game. We're halfway through. 10 minutes left to go here in period number 2. And we are all tied at ones. 1-1. Picked up. Jets going to flip this one back down in the corner. Heiskanen going in here after it. I've learned one thing from the Incredibles. No capes. This is turned around. That's it. When we get to the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1, we're getting a cape. We're getting a cape for the stream. Oh, big hit in the corner. DeMello with a slew foot. Takes a man down. No call. We got a live band this weekend. Yes, I'll come back, pick up the animals, the wife, and then back. Nice, Rick. Get the live music going. Very cool, buddy. This is digging around. We're actually going to be heading up north sometime soon. Can't wait. He's going to be much. Not really, Kevin. Not really. He's getting his licks in. The old slew foot. This back in the corner. You know, he's kind of played average time. He's at about 8 minutes. 8 minutes of ice time. Lindell is at 14. Harley's at 12:36, just to give you a reference of where he is. Dallas behind the Jets net, trying to take this one out. They can't. Winnipeg going to flip this one to the red line. Turning it back around. Robin, you've got... Oh, Jonathan kills me. This back around in the corner. Ottinger playing this one up. Nemestikov in there. Perfidi in there. Trying to dig this one around. Back to the side. Jets can't keep this one, and it's going to come out. You see vanilla pudding in a mayo jug on the bus. Guaranteed seat. What type of fountain drink do you want from Costco? Ooh. Regular ginger ale is good. Although it's Pepsi products, right? So their ginger ale would be Schweppes. That's okay. It's no Canada Dry, but it's still good. Bring this one back in their own zone. Jets with it, looking to move forward. Long pass. Going to come up and all the way down in the corner. Stars going to move it around, bringing this one right up. Little drop pass, trying to hit Johnston. He's going to throw it up in the corner. Ranton in there. Back to Johnston with a one-timer. And that's going to be a nice stop. Back to the corner. To Johnston. Ranton in the middle. Morrissey takes down Johnston. Johnston, he's battling. These guys are still digging. Jason Robertson with it. Robertson looking around. He feeds it back to the line. They're cycling. Here's a shot. It's there. It's wide open. And oh my goodness. Hellebuck way out of position. The Stars couldn't find it either. Hey, cartoons, welcome in. You can't stand ginger. Oh, ginger ale is the best. Ginger ale and butterbeer. If you've never had a butterbeer, you got to make plans to go to Universal Studios and get one. It's like a caramel ginger ale is how I picture the taste. A butterscotch ginger ale. This is going to go off the glass and into the seats. 6:45 to go in the second period. 1-1 is the score. They're going to commercial break. But a good pace, a good hockey game. Actually, a great hockey game. 6 shots for Winnipeg, 4 shots here for the Stars. I've had anything. Let's see here. Specifically when you're sick, ginger. Yes, it is, Randy. It is so good. I've had everything but a beer. There you go. Fresca in a tab. I haven't had a tab. I don't even know if I've ever had a tab. Costco should sell butterbeer. I agree. It needs to be more readily available. This stuff is delicious. I mean, it is very, very, very sweet. Very sweet. But it's delicious. Especially, it's like you can get it frozen. So that's the one I tried. It was a frozen butterbeer. So it was almost like a frappuccino or a slushie. And it had that caramel kind of butterscotch ginger ale taste. Oh, it was so good. You know what? I wonder if I can make it in my slushy machine. I'll have to see if there's there's got to be like a clone recipe to do that. I gotta look that up. I gotta find that. All right, let's get back on track here. Oh, you guys distract me so much. Love ginger ale. Sprite is my second. So cartoon Sprite takes me way back. When I was younger, when we'd go visit the grandparents down south, they always had Sprite on hand. And just something in whenever I taste Sprite, it takes me back to when I was a kid. You know, 2 ice cubes and then a little bit of, and like, I think I'd have like half a glass of Sprite back then. But that's what it always takes me back to. All right, coming back from commercial break. Isn't it funny how like tastes and smells can take you right back to a certain memory? Suggestion and only suggestion, would a cape be... Oh, James, that would be sick. James, if I could find a way that I could do that and get somebody to make me a cape with the logo on it, I would do it in a heartbeat. That would be awesome. Here they come. He's skinning right off the draw. Going to put this one high and over. Wow. Just coming right back down all the way. Stars setting it up in their end. Jets kind of backing off, waiting for Harley to bring this one up. He is going to bring it over the line. Harley down in the corner. You know, it was funny when Harley joined Canada for the Four Nations Cup. I was like, really? Him? But he's been pretty solid. He's been clutch. Down in the corner, Perfidi can't control it. Stars again going to bring this one up. 1-1 is the game. 17 total shots now for Winnipeg. Only 9 for Dallas. Working this across. Jets back to their own blue line, up to the red line. They're going to dump this one in. Line looking a little tired. They're going to go get some fresh legs. They're going to reorganize and regroup. Here come the Stars. Up over the middle. A little drop pass. Walking right up. Spinning around. Rantanen. He goes down. He takes his man down. Everybody's falling down. Here's a shot right on. Another one going to go wide. There are places that do custom prints for like flag or cape. I've made many custom flags. Yeah, you're see. So I know there's some places I've worked with online for our regular channel merch, but you're kind of at the mercy of what they have. I would need to find somebody who actually had a cape or could make a cape for me, because I don't even know where I would buy one, but that would be very cool. All right, they're going to commercial break. Good period, good jobs. This is the one time I stopped to smell the flowers. And ever had a Moxie? No, what's a Moxie? I've eaten at a restaurant called Moxie's. They had a really good club sandwich. I don't think I've ever had a Moxie, though. Looks like Schwarzenegger and Predator. That's funny. Kicking afterburners, Jets, they do. Varsho with a 3-1. Wow, keep 6. Varsho's been playing well lately. Very well lately. About time the Jays got it back up and going. Varsho, didn't he rob? He had a huge catch the other day as well. Oh, okay. Where's Superman when you need him? Yeah, right. Speaking of, I just watched the other day the final episode of Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois TV show comes to an end after, was it 3 or 4 years? Nice closing, nice finale. Tough to watch at times, though. Tough to watch. It was sad, but it was a very, very nice finale. All right, let's see here. Buy a cape from Temu. I buy it from Temu. I'll get it like 3 months from now. I've never bought anything from there. NHL and NBA draft lotteries were shady. Yeah. They were. Although I kind of liked how the NHL changed it up a little bit and did it live with the ping pong balls. Still needs a little bit of work, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Needed Vlad, not Varsho. All right, they're coming back from commercial break. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We're having a good time. We're having a great time. And we are all tied up. 1-1 is the score. Morrissey's almost at 15 minutes of ice time already. All right, let's go. Drop this puck just outside the Star zone. Dallas going to win the draw. They're going to play it back. Harley with it. He's going to look around. More of a commando type physique. Oh, you guys are money today. You're hysterical. I love it. That's why this chat is the best. Down in the corner. Jets pulling up. They're going to look to move this one across. 6-2 Knights now. Krempel, they're killing it. Sagan going to bring this one up. Stars into the Jet zone. Sagan going in the corner. Has it taken away by Fleury. Fleury plays it up to Ehlers. Ehlers taking a high stick. Gets spun around there by Duchesne. And he's going to flip this one down in the corner. 4.5 minutes to go. Harley has it for the Stars. Long cross-ice pass right into the Jet zone. They're going to flip this one in the corner. Going in here after it. Thanks, Stefan. Back to the line. Robertson. He's going to play it back down deep. Big pressure. Big board battles all over the ice. Love it. Say Zoe. That's funny. Rantanen center it across. Here's a shot. What a stop. Hellebuck was going way too far right. Was just able to get his left leg out to stop that shot. He is really overplaying some of these shots. Bringing this one in. Stars in their own zone. Jets coming up on them. Dallas putting it across ice up the middle. Whoop, tripped on the red line from his knees to Johnson, who shoots. And Hellebuck is going to make that catch. Stars coming in again, trying to get back to just putting pucks on net. Right? That's how they scored game number 1. Pucks on net. Or goal number 1, I should say. Not game number 1. Boom. Rantanen, this back, this no-look pass into the middle was just amazing. And Robertson just takes the shot, and Hellebuck just was able to get it. Tell you, Jason Robertson, since he's returned, he has had a big impact to the Stars team. He's played about 10 minutes tonight, just shy of 10 minutes. Let's do it. Off the draw, 3:47 to go. Nope, they pull it up. Can we actually drop it? Blues Jets series was an absolute war. Dallas and Jets series. Yeah, Don, it really was. I mean, those guys fought hard. I mean, I actually, for a while, I thought the Blues were taking that one home. I really did. They were really in that series. It was exciting. It was a nail-biter. 3:47 to go here in period number 2. Off the draw. Jets going to come away with it. Sending it around behind. Little flip pass to Morrissey. Morrissey playing it up. And the Jets going to put it down deep in the Stars zone. Trying to cut this one off. Here comes the forecheck. Scheifele doing a nice job. Getting some help, but now the Stars going to move it out. They put it to the middle of the ice. Danilov. Is it Danilov? I can't see. Turn around so I can see your numbers. Cycling this one around. DeMello can't hold up his man. Trying to cut through. Dropping it around. DeMello going to grab it. Getting it to the line. Here comes the Jets. It's a 3-on-2. It's a 4-on-2. Here they come. Iafallo cutting through the middle. He goes wraparound shot. Another shot. And they put it wide. Not your textbook 4-on-1, 4-on-2. Here's another shot that goes wide. Going for the wraparound when you had the numbers, but they're able to get a couple kicks at it, but putting them all just wide. And now Dallas is going to send this all the way down. Zazo, I'm in Ontario, just outside of Toronto. My hope with the Maple Leafs is they play a full game. Full and complete, cartoons. Full and complete. That's what we need. And we'll have it tomorrow. It's going to be an amazing game. We'll be live about 6:45 for the Leafs tomorrow. And then when that game ends, assuming the Oilers game will be starting, we will be going live for the Oilers and Golden Knights. So it's going to be huge. That's running 4 hat tricks in 8 OHL finals games. Rick, that is disgusting. Hintz is going to play this one down. Pionk is back to get it. 2:25 to go. 4 hat tricks in 8 final games. Wow. I mean, he's taken after me playing that way. This coming around down in the corner. Here comes Dallas. Dallas 2-on-1. Dallas coming in. Here's a shot. They score. It's going to be Granlund again. Granlund does it again. 2-on-1. Unbelievable. 2-on-1 coming in. Granlund kind of looks off, looks at the pass, and that look off kind of freezes Hellebuck, and Hellebuck doesn't even move. A little look off. He shoots, goes top corner, and Hellebuck just frozen. So this was a great shot here by Granlund. Granlund 2, Winnipeg 1. Hellebuck, I think, was anticipating the pass. He was getting ready to come across, and just a total miss here. Total miss. This going to come down. Let's see how we get a response. 2 minutes to go. Jets in here. Jets putting it in front. Lowry taking a cross check. Putting this one back to the line. Spinning around, throwing it towards the net. That one is blocked. Cycling around is Harley. Harley going to play this one up. Here comes Duchesne. Duchesne into the zone. He's going to get bumped. Everybody is standing. It's hard to see where the puck is around the near sideboards. This is going to be dumped down in the corner, trying to chase in here after it. Velarde going in. He can't catch up with the puck. Dallas going to turn and play this one across the ice. Jets going to intercept. Nope, they bobble the puck again. Granlund's third of the playoffs, second of tonight. Rantanen picking up the assist. If you took Rantanen in your playoff pools, you are cooking with gas. Jets play this one back. Nobody there. Iafallo has to go pick it up. He's going to carry it up, flipping it into the zone. Going to get this one all the way down. Dallas, last minute of play in this period. Jets going to hold it in. Little backhand goes just wide of the net. Back to the line, held in. Morrissey, he's going to cycle this down low. Connor in the corner. He's spinning around. He sends it down. Harley there to pick it up. Harley going to work it up. Connor trying to intercept. He does. Connor going to pass it over to Iafallo. That doesn't connect. And Dallas going to chip this one out and down the ice. Here comes Rantanen flying in there. He's trying to pick this one up. Back around, still with it. Dallas shooting in front. They're jamming at it. Hellebuck is down. He's going to cover it up. Morrissey has something to say there to Heinz because there's no other kinds. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That's for Don. Tomorrow will be must-see TV. Must-see TV. I cannot wait. 2 unbelievable games tomorrow. It's going to be a busy night, and we're going to be here for both games. Cannot wait.
26.6 seconds left. Being outplayed, being outshot, and a big save.
All right, we'll go over all the stats again at intermission. We'll break it all down.
Now Johnston will take the draw against Lowry.
Johnson and Lowry. Excuse me. Dallas going to get waved out of the draw. Jamie Benn coming in to take it. Johnson didn't realize. Hey, Bucks, how's it going? Welcome in. Drop the puck. Stop your chatting, linesman. Drop it. Dallas going to win this one back. Harley with a shot. That one gets partially blocked. This one is held in. Down around at the side. Jets picking it up. Going to work it up half boards. They're going to carry. 15 seconds to go. Pionk bringing it up. He's going to flip this over the head of everybody, and he's chasing it in. Pionk on Hiskinen. Puts him in the boards. Jets going to turn. Trying to throw it towards the net. They're going to shoot, and that's going to go just wide. Another shot by Sandberg. That one gets blocked. And this period comes to an end as the Jets have a couple opportunities flying towards the net, but they just cannot put it in. Unbelievable. All right, let's go to the intermission here. We're going to bring it all up. Good job. Good playing. Hard hustle. Very hard hustle. David, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, Books, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Thanks for being here. Joshua, how's it going? Welcome in, buddy. Joshua, I did read your message yesterday. I really do appreciate you sending that. So thank you. I do appreciate it. But we'll put it behind us. All right. We'll put it behind us. Let's just make sure tomorrow, keep it even. All right. Cool. Thank you. All right, 20 shots by the Winnipeg Jets, 10 in the first, 10 in the second, 13 shots for the Dallas Stars, 13 shots for the Dallas Stars. 29-22 the hits, Winnipeg out hitting as well. They have a couple more face-off wins, 15-13. So they did not score. I thought their goal, Eller's goal, was a power play goal, but it looks like the penalty had just expired before. So they're technically 0 for 2 on the power play. Stars are 1 for 2. 12 giveaways for Winnipeg, 10 for the Dallas Stars. And the block shots, 8-10. Really, Winnipeg has been all over them. Winnipeg has been all over them. Dallas, though, a couple opportunities, and they were able to find them back in the net. Your 2 goal scorers in this period, Ehlers, his third from Connor and Morrissey, Granlund from Rantanen. That are your 2 goal scorers. Granlund also had the first goal of the game on the power play. So he is kind of the hero right now of the game for the Dallas Stars. We got 20 minutes left to play. And Jets are going to have to give it everything they got. They have to give it everything they have. If Dallas goes up 3-1 in this series, it's even though the next game is going back to Winnipeg, it is going to be extremely difficult. When you are down 3-1, it is extremely difficult to come back. In fact, not that many teams have done it. So they're going to have to go next level. We're going next level. We've been talking about it all night. Tomorrow night, the Leafs, they need to get it going. Florida Panthers have battled back. And if you didn't catch the news, if you didn't hear, Max Domi is not getting suspended. I know there was a lot of conversation about a suspension incoming for Domi. No suspension, just a fine for his hit on Barkov. And, of course, Anthony Stolarz, he was practicing today. He was out on the ice So that's good news. He only skated for about 30 minutes or so, but at least he's on the ice. At least he is there. So good news for Toronto on that front. You hate to see these goalies kind of get hit in the head. You hate to see them kind of get knocked around. So very, very happy to see that. I want to take a look. There was something else I wanted to mention. Okay, Hiskinen returning, Stellar's practicing. We talked about that. Apparently, Rick Tocchet is talking to Philly, Boston, and Seattle, or the front runners for Rick Tocchett's head coaching services. We'll have to see where he's going to go. Sid, what's going on? Welcome in. Rangers fan living in Edmonton, so go Oilers. There you go, Sid. Let's not talk about the Rangers. What a collapse. Hey, Florida Panthers fan, welcome in. Good to see you. Rangers, yeah, what a collapse this year. That was a very unfortunate situation. Just dreadful, just dreadful. Let's see here. So we talked about all this. Maybe I covered everything. Maybe we covered all the news that I wanted to talk about today. All right, sounds good. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. One of the things I do want to do is look at these overall stats. We haven't talked about in a couple of games where these playoff leaders are. Obviously, what Mikko Rantanen is doing, he's got another point tonight. He's running away with it. Going into tonight, 18 points for Mikko Rantanen. Connor McDavid is just behind him. Connor McDavid, 17 points so far. And just behind Connor McDavid, kind of tied with Leon Draisaitl at 15 points, is William Nylander. Big Willie Styles, third in league scoring, which is amazing. And a couple of spots back from William Nylander is Mitch Marner. So Marner and Nylander both on the leaderboard, and Austin Matthews now just in there as number 10, kind of hanging on. So you got three of your core four in the NHL scoring leaders right now. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty impressive. A lot of people say, well, Matthews isn't doing anything, and I agree, and we can have that conversation tomorrow. But you got three of the core four among the league leaders, which is really where they should be, right? It is really where they should be. Over on the goal side, Rantanen with 9 goals leads the way. Svechnikov and McKinnon with 7. Nylander just behind them with 6. Kyle Connor and Ovechkin with Kaprizov, Matthew Nyes, Draisaitl, and Heinz, all with 5 goals. So they're doing their good job. Again, a couple of Leafs up there. On the assist side, it's McDavid with 14, Draisaitl and Marner with 10. So Marner is there with 10. William Nylander is up there with 9, and then Austin Matthews up there with 8. So again, not often you see William Nylander on the assist leaderboard, but he is up there, which is nice to see. In terms of game-winning goals, there's only a few folks that have 2 game-winning goals. Kyle Connor is one of those, so watch for him in today's game. Draisaitl, McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen's got a couple. Schmidt, Svechnikov, and Howden, all with 2 game-winning goals. That's right, Granlund has 2 goals today. Big 2 goals as well. So good for him. Really good for him. Penalty minutes, and again, this all spawns from, the Blues and Jets series. Stanley with 42 penalty minutes. Luke Schenn with 32. Braden Schenn with 30. Walker with 22. Mikkola with 29. A lot of guys with some big-time penalty minutes up there. Ottinger, though, tied with Freddie Anderson, Calvin Pickard, and Bobrovsky with 6 wins apiece, so they're doing a nice job. Bobrovsky has 2 shutouts, the only tender in these playoffs with 2 shutouts at this point right now, which is pretty darn impressive. Winnipeg is going to come back. They're going to come back strong in this period. They're putting lots of shots towards Ottinger, but that's something he's used to. Ottinger has faced the most shots in these playoffs so far. Going into tonight's game, he's faced 305 shots. He's stopped 278. Just to give you an idea, the next closest to him, so he's faced 305. The next closest is Logan Thompson on Washington, and he's faced 269. So about 36 more shots Ottinger has faced. It's like a whole game more than everybody else, which is pretty crazy. On the go with CeeLo rolling in. What's up, CeeLo? Thank you so much, buddy. Good to see you. How did your Braves do? Did the Braves pull it out today? Did the Braves get the job done? So always good to see On the go with CeeLo hopping in. Always good to see the Maple Leafs in all of these leaderboards. So that game tomorrow night is going to be huge. But before we get to tomorrow, we got to get through today. Thank you, Juan, for hitting that follow. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Told you he wouldn't, so NHLPA would do nothing. Let the big boy. That's right. Let the big boys play. He got a fine, but whoop-de-doo. He got a fine. No big deal at all. Jets coming into this third period, they got to keep their mental game strong. They got to keep playing hard here. When they get on the ice, Dallas is going to probably play strong for about 7 minutes or so, and then they're going to go into that defensive mode. They're going to be dumping and chasing everything. They're not going to be taking big risks. They're not going to be taking big chances. So we're going to have to see, how they're going to weather the storm. Dallas just wants to pull out this win again. All the pressure now falls on Winnipeg. They need to get this one going, because if Dallas wins tonight, they take a 3-1 stranglehold on this series. If the Jets can come back and take the win, they even it up at 2-2. It's a whole new ball game. So going to be interesting to see, can they do it? I think they can. I absolutely think they can. Ottinger has played well. He has not been spectacular. Hey, JDA, what's going on, bud? He has not been spectacular tonight. They can beat him. He's kind of going around. What Dallas is doing really, really well is that they're getting in front of the net. And as we talked about at last intermission, they're playing the pucks to the sides. They're getting those pucks. They're moving to them to the sides. They're keeping them out of the front of the net. When the Jets are getting their chances, it's coming off of a rush into the zone and then a shot. So that is one thing they're doing really, really good. And we'll look when we go back to the game screen. We'll look at the shot chart. We'll see how they're plotted out, and you'll see, they really need to get bodies in front of that net. Quick pass and a shot. This is something Toronto failed to do yesterday or 2 days ago. Quick pass and a shot. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to dance your way into your 2 feet in front of the crease. You just got to make a pass and a shot, and not a stop the puck, pull it back, wait, shoot. No, puck comes across. You just got to fire that. You cannot let Ottinger get set. You got to catch him as he's opened up. We saw on that 2-on-1 on the goal they scored earlier, a little look off. He's cheating. Ottinger is cheating. He's getting ready to come across. You need to expose that. You need to pick up on that. When a goaltender is starting to cheat, it means he's predicting that you do not have the confidence to shoot the puck. So you need to pick up on that opportunity and kind of use that to your advantage. Look, pass, shoot, open him up. When a goaltender is coming across, they have no choice, but they're going to open a couple of different spots. One is that 5 holes going to get exposed. It's going to open up. Even if they keep the stick down, if you get the puck a couple inches off the ice, you put it over. The other spot is most goaltenders today, when they come across, they're going down in that butterfly and they're coming across with their legs out. So you have about this much space. It was about 5 or 6 inches, 6 inches. That's going to get yourself over the pad. And when they come across, they can't get their glove and their blocker down fast enough to block that spot just above that pad. And if they do reach out instead of down, that opens up the whole section under the arm. Greeny, how's it going? Good to see you. So there's lots of opportunities to score. You just have to make Ottinger move. If you're going to let him get set and take the shots, you're not going to beat him. Unless, like that 2-on-1, you look off, you fake the pass, and then you take the shot. But it's all about, and we've kind of talked about this before, it's like pre-training the brain, right? When you go in and pass, you go in and pass, you go in and pass, you go in and pass. Well, the goaltender is going to think the next one that's coming is going to be that pass. Well, if you keep passing and shooting, and then all of a sudden you shoot the puck, you do that look off like you're going to pass and you shoot the puck, the goaltender is going to cheat and go over. So that's kind of what Winnipeg needs to do. There's 20 minutes. They do not need to go full tilt and score in the first 2 minutes here. If they get a good opportunity, absolutely. If they're passing the puck and they're exposing some of those holes, you got to tap it in. But train the goaltender. Set yourself up. So pass the puck. Work it over. If you're going down, if you're, an Ehlers or you're the puck carrier, you're coming down, make that first pass so they take the first shot. That will train the goaltender to expect that pass to come over, so he will cheat, and that will give you the chance to bury it in. It's not an easy thing to do. Boxers do it all the time, right? Boxers do it all the time when they constantly, they can't keep throwing that right hook every time because they'll know it's coming. But if they go jab, jab, body, jab, jab, body, or jab, jab, cross, they do their various combos. That's training the other guy to block, to know, okay, he's going jab, jab, body. I got to keep my hands up, get down. Hands up, get down. You start learning those combos. Well, all of a sudden, if you've now done that enough time, you have your opponent thinking you're going jab, jab, body. So you're going jab, jab. They're going down. All of a sudden, you come around with that right hook or that uppercut. You absolutely destroy them. So it's all those mind games that you play to set up a future shot you're going to take. So just something to my 2 cents. It's obviously very difficult to do. You need consistency in doing it, but it works. Otter's playing well. Feel bad for the rest of the Jets. They're playing so good. He is really playing. They are really playing good. Jets are playing a solid game right now. Not great goals. Not going to lie. Both of them kind of same shot too. Glove side over the glove. Kind of froze them. And, Hellebuck, I got to take back my saying. I've said he's one of the best goaltenders in the game today. He's not showing that today. He's not showing that at all. But let's see if he can stop them enough. With 20 minutes left to go, the Jets have a big, tall task in front of them, but it's definitely doable. It's one goal. It's not like they're trying to come back from 3. This is definitely something they can do. Definitely something they can do. They just got to play focused. They got to play smart hockey. This is where you go back to some of those fundamentals. Thank you, Bucks. This is where you go back to some of the fundamentals, right? Smart passes. They're having a problem. Jets are having a problem bobbling passes. Passes seem to be going all over the place tonight. So what do? Slow them down. Shorten them up. Sweet little quick passes. Bring your guy in, set him up, drop the puck, shoot from the point. Again, one pass, wherever you're passing. If you're carrying it on the far side and you're passing it through the middle to the near side, quick pass, one shot. If you're going to drop it back to the point, quick drop pass and a shot. When you're in the offensive zone, one pass and a shot. Unless you're on the power play, then you go into your power play strategy. But on the rushes, that's what it is. We've seen a 4-on-2. We've seen a 3-on-1. We saw 4-on-1. They've had lots of odd man rushes, and what happens? One time, the 4-on-2, Follow carried it around behind the net and tried to play it in front. Another one, they tried to pass it across, and they booted it and kicked it into the corner. They've messed up their odd man rushes each time tonight when they should have been able to capitalize. Those should have been an easy play. Instead of passing it through the defenseman, pass it back and then across. If you've got a box, if you've got three guys coming in, don't pass it from guy A to the third guy. Go back, and then that top player can either go back to the puck carrier or to the other side, and you don't know where he's going to go. As soon as you try and go through or saucer it over that defender, he's going to block it. All right, that's enough strategy from me. I've certainly not played any time in the National Hockey League or the OHL or AHL or any of those leagues. So let's see what they're going to come up with, what their strategy is going to be. I've kind of said what I think they should do. We'll see what their game plan is going to be, but we got 20 minutes to go. Jets have been controlling this game in terms of shots in hits and even in faceoffs. But right now, it's the goals. They need to find the back of the net. So we're going to get ourselves ready to go. Granlund has been the hero. Granlund, someone's buying him a steak dinner. Is he going to get the Hattie tonight? Is Granlund going to get the Hattie? We will have to see. This is going to be a big one. Hellebuyck has not been solid, but that's okay. They just need that adrenaline. They need that energy to stand up and come through. If you're just coming in and joining us here for period number 3, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And, of course, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. It's the Granlund show tonight, and the Jets are looking to put an end to it. We'll see what they can do. All right, let's get going. Third period starting right now. Here we go. First puck is going to be dumped down into the Jet zone. Jet's going to turn it around. Right back up. Lowry getting it ahead. Cross ice pass. Ehlers trying to get in there, chasing on it. Star's going to work this one out. Standing up at the line, they can't hold it in, and it comes all the way back. Here's Velarde. Velarde going to pass it over. He's going to move. Jets on the fly. Fleury carrying it up to the red line. Getting it in. Lowry. Little dump pass behind. Velarde can't get there. Lowry coming in with a bump. Star's going to work this one up the far side, and they're going to carry. That's knocked off the stick. Jets back with possession in their own zone, putting this over to Schenn. Schenn is going to spin away from Jamie Benn. Schenn going to play this one up. Scheifele sending this one all the way down the ice. Here comes the forecheck. I follow in there. He's getting some help by Connor, and the Star is going to ice the puck. This comes all the way down, an icing call, and this is good news. Is going to bring Winnipeg right back to the Dallas side of the ice. A little bit of a slow pace. The speed definitely not what it was beginning of period number 1 or number 2. Very curious to see. I think the Stars are kind of waiting to see how Winnipeg is going to come out of the gate. Winnipeg being a little conservative here. Stars going to win the draw. They're going to bring it back in the corner. Connor getting up on it. Stars going to flip it high. It's going to come out of the zone. DeMello bats it down, and he has it taken away. Here's a 2-on-1. Quick shot by Dadonov. That's going to sail high. Jamie Benn was there as well, but Dadonov couldn't get him the puck. DeMello has a broken stick. He's watching the front, comes to the side. This one goes just wide. Trying to bring this one out as I follow. He gets pressed up. He's leaning on Granlund. Granlund walking out of the corner. Little backhand flip pass across. Stars working it around. Hintz. Back to the line. Lindell. He goes across deflection. Oh my goodness. They almost put it in off the deflection. Christopher, how's it going? Picked up. Winnipeg going to play this in the middle again. Now they flip it across. Scheifele going to back it up. He's going to put this one into the Star zone. They're going to go change it up. Well, that was an interesting shift. A very interesting shift. Here comes the Stars. Rantanen right through the middle. Knee-on-knee collision there. No penalty. Wow, I'm actually surprised. Sandberg got the knee on Rantanen. This is going to be played up and all the way down the ice. Appleton misses it, and that's going to be an icing call against Winnipeg. Wow, my goodness. Rob, man, I haven't watched that movie in forever. Forever. So about 2 minutes gone this first period. Not much doing. Each team's had a rush. But I think Dallas has had the better opportunities. This one was deflected right out of the air. Rantanen, it just went wide. Very close. Putting this one around behind. Jets back picking it up. Winnipeg in the middle. DeMello, long pass into the Star zone. Harley back to pick this one up. Harley going to elude a hit. He's going to now play it off the boards and around. Dallas. Long pass. Labushkin going to carry it up. He's going to work this one in. All the way down. Pionk is back to get it. This coming back the other way. It's back and forth. End-to-end action. Stars playing it around. Winnipeg in the high slot. They can't take the shot. They got to turn around. Here's a shot that's going to sail high. Back around. Perfetti can't get it. And the Stars going to bring this one out. Wow. Jets had it right in the slot. They couldn't turn around and take the shot. Nemestikov was there, but he just couldn't put it towards the net. Back to the line. That shot is going to miss. Bitchell can't keep it in. This is going to come out. Jason Robertson gets the puck. He's going to work this one up. Bitchell bringing it in. He's going to take a bump. Sends it around down low, though. Down deep in the corner. Back in front. Puck is bouncing all over the place. It's going to come in front. And we got a penalty. Penalty coming up. Oh, and Winnipeg is going to go to the box. Yikes. So Fleury gets the high stick. This is not what the Jets ordered. My goodness. I saw it at the ballpark. 16:34 to go. A double minor. Oh, my goodness. Listen, it's a legit high stick. The stick went off the shaft of the player and came up in the face. So he definitely got him with the stick. I didn't see any cut or blood, though. So they're going to call a double minor. Now they're reviewing it. They're going to take a look at this.
The Winnipeg Jets are hoping, and it was Fleury's argument right away.
So Fleury is really up in arms here. So Fleury. Oh, so they're arguing this is a follow through. So they're arguing a follow through. Ooh, wow. It's a close call. So let's see what they call this. They're calling it a follow through.
After video review to call the ice is confirmed. 4 minutes, double minor.
So I didn't see any blood, so he must have caught him inside the mouth. The shaft definitely caught him. He turned around and slashed at it, and the stick hit the player, the Dallas Star player, kind of ricocheted up and came across and got him across the face. What they were arguing is he had the puck, he lost it, he turned around to swipe at it to knock it out of the zone, and it was the follow-through that kind of went up the shaft. So they're arguing it's a follow-through. What they were looking at was to see, did he actually have proper possession of the puck? Which if he would have had proper possession, it would have been ruled a follow-through. And the officials still having some conversations here. Riyadh, how's it going? The Blue Jays, did they lose? I thought they were winning. Did they end up losing? The Blue Jays. So Hintz gets thrown out of the draw. 4-minute power play. Unbelievable. Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't matter. You would think it should matter. So this is going to be a real test of the Winnipeg Jets. 4-minute power play. In the third period, here come the Stars. Up. Firing it around the boards, and they get this one out back to the red line. Stars going to turn, look to bring this one up. In over the line. Stars, Robertson playing it down low. Heinz can't get it over on the far side. Rantanen getting it back. They come out in front. Jets steal. They're going to play this one all the way down. Grand slam by the Rays ended it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Of all the ways to lose, it's a grand salami. Oh, my goodness. Up over the line. Stars putting it right there. Hellebuck trying to settle it down. Dallas looking, going to go back around in front. Here's a shot. Oh, my goodness. They didn't miss by much. Heiskanen, cross, down low. Sagan pinching up, back to Heiskanen. Heiskanen coming across. Back to Heiskanen. Here's a blast. And that got blocked. Jets player down on all fours. They're able to clear, and it's going to be Tanev. Tanev acting like his brother blocking shots. Christo, what's going on? Welcome in. No, they are on the ropes if they lose. If they lose, it'll be 3-1. Because salami, those sub. I'm not a big salami fan, to be honest. Heiskanen putting this one across. Still with it. Back to Heiskanen. He's going to go cross-ice pass. Granlund playing it back to Heiskanen. It's blocked. It's a partial breakaway. Skate, Jets, skate. Now it's a breakaway. Oh, great save. Kyle Connor on a shorthanded breakaway. And a huge save by Ottinger. Wow. Connor didn't have a lot of real estate to work with as he was getting caught. He made a nifty little move, but wow. This back around. Krista, I did get your message. Thank you so much for sending it over. I appreciate it. And I've actually got a ton of messages from people, so thank you all so much. I really appreciate a lot of you reaching out to me through email. I will respond. I'm just very delayed. Very behind. Here's Rantanen with this. Rantanen coming across. They shoot, and this one is going high and over. Johnston coming close. Rantanen, he's fighting in the corner. Rantanen still with it, tries to center it. It's taken away. Lowry couldn't control it. Johnston keeps this one in. Looking around again, back to the line. Harley playing this one up. Harley back again, walking to the middle. He goes far side. He wants it back. He gets it back. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in this power play. Coming across, that's going to hit Heinz, bounces right back to the side. Stars working it down low to the goal line. Playing it around behind the net, back up. Wrap top. Here's Harley across. Johnston with a shot. It hops up in the air. And a nice save by Hellebuck. 46 seconds left to go. And the Jets finally get a stop. Wow. Cola, they're playing hard, though. They're playing really well. They're playing really, really well. Kyle Connor had the chance on a breakaway. Kind of got a whack there by Heiskanen. Oh, my goodness. Big play. This has been wild. And a nice job with the glove to grab this one out of thin air. 46 seconds to go in the power play. Jets off the draw, win it. They're going to rip it around. It's going to come out and all the way down the ice. Unbelievable. Ottinger letting it go. Here comes Heiskanen. He's going to drop this one back. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Remember, they had 4-minute power play. It's now down to 30 seconds. Sandberg bobbles it. Stars going to come in front. Down around to the side. They couldn't pull the trigger. Back to Heiskanen at the point. He's going to carry this one towards the middle. A little draw past Duchesne. He peppers it through. Robertson going in the corner. He's going to get bumped. Stars Marchment bringing it across. Back to Duchesne. He walks right up. He shoots. Hits the post. Back to Heiskanen. He passes it over. They score! Unbelievable. As the power play was coming to an end, it was trickling down, and you gotta be kidding me. Granlund picks up the Hattie. Mikael Granlund, 2 power play goals and an even strength goal, and let the hats fly. Mikael Granlund picks up his 3rd goal of the night. The hat trick is in. Unbelievable. Granlund with the trick. Wow. There it is. Jonathan throwing the hats out. Unbelievable. A one-timer from his knee. Unbelievable. Over the shoulder. All 3 glove side on Hellebuck. Incredible. Absolutely ridiculous. 3-1 Stars. There's 12 and a half minutes to go. His first career playoff trick for Mikael Granlund. That is wild. They have scored. They have. Incredible. Ottinger helping sweep up some of these hats in the corner. Yeah, right? Griff, Granlund's so greedy. Like, why doesn't he pass the puck? Unbelievable. So they're going to have a little delay as they pick up all these hats off the ice. Jets now down by 2. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Braxton, it is 3-1. 3-1 is the score. But he had a couple of opportunities. A couple of opportunities. And maybe he's not done yet. Maybe he goes for 4. But unbelievable. A couple great plays. Mikael Backlund going to remember this one for a long time. But there's still time. 12 and a half minutes to go. Stranger things have happened in these third periods. Stranger thing. Jets have more shots. They have a better percentage in the faceoff circle. Like 10 other Stars had a chance. He's the only one. Tonight he is. Empty net, Mark. The empty net for 4. Will he get 4 tonight? Wouldn't that be something? Braxton, you're welcome. All right, put those hats away. Let's drop the puck. That could be the proverbial nail off the draw. Stars going to put this one in the zone. It's going to come out. Heiskanen and Duchesne get the assist. Dallas still with possession. We said they were going to come out strong for the first 7 minutes. Here's Ben with a shot. That one bounces around. It got through Hellebuck. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Easily. This around at the side of the net. Shen can't get it out. Dallas still in here. Dallas throwing it towards the net to Donoff, and he's going to take it away again. Winnipeg is completely deflated right now. This coming around, Stars are buzzing. Jets were almost standing still here. 12 minutes to go. I almost feel like they need a timeout. I almost feel like they need to kind of regroup themselves. They're going to go to commercial break, and that is perfect timing so they can kind of get themselves in order and sorted out here. Wow. That was just a crazy sequence of events. A 4-minute power play. 4-minute power play. And they almost killed it off. So close, but just couldn't do it. Does a hockey rink have a massive hat lost and found? That's right. Tony, I think what they do at a lot of rinks, they'll put them all kind of backstage, you know, and then a lot of players will actually, well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some players will go over and will pick one. They'll take one out of the pile to have as a souvenir. I've heard that story a few times. He's at the game tonight. Oh, that's awesome. Wait a second. I thought he was in Hawaii. Right? Did he go from Hawaii down to Dallas? That's very cool, though, if he is. Mark, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Now I forgot what I was going to say. He was. Okay. He's all over the place. I can't keep track of him. He's a good dude. All right. Steam clean them, donate them. Yes, thank you, Marshall. The hats. So they get cleaned and they all get donated. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And, they do collect quite a lot, right? Like, there's a lot that are thrown on. I don't know about you. I love to see my favorite players get a hat trick, but I would definitely not be throwing my hats on the ice. What they charge for hats nowadays, when I bought my Maple Leaf hat, it was like $44. I'm not throwing a $44 hat on the ice. No way. That's cool, Rick. That's cool. All right, off the draw. This coming back around, back from commercial break. Let's go. Gonna be dumped in, down around in the corner. Trying to feed it out in front, comes across. Crowd is singing here in Dallas. 11:44 to go. Fortunately, Toronto doesn't score. Oh, Jimmy, ouch. We'll see tomorrow, Jimmy. We're scoring a lot tomorrow. This down around in the corner. Ehlers, he get pushed out, and the Jets going to back it up. Pionk is going to set. He's looking. Pionk coming across. Ehlers walking in. Here's a toe drag, a shot. That's going to go wide. Side of the net trying to pick it up, but Dallas is there again. They're going to move it up. They're just not really skating. Morrissey back and turning. They're going to hit that line, dumping it in. Jets trying to get up in here. Stars, though, able to control. Comes right out in front. It's there. Here's a shot. Great save. Rebound. It's sitting loose. They had three guys. They couldn't pick it up. They're still pressing, though. Coming in with a shot, and that's going to be stopped. Ottinger is just getting pieces of these and giving up huge, juicy rebounds. Holy smokes. Spencer, what's going on? Welcome in. That's why I bring a garbage hat. That's a good call. That's where you bring some of those golf tournament freebie hats. And Dallas is going to clear this all the way down. It's going to hit the goaltender. No icing call. DeMello plays this across. Jets trying to bring it in. That gets broken up. Fighting for it. Big board battle going on. Oh, yeah, he's living on the edge, Tony. He is on that edge. They're going to dump this one right back in. Jets trying to pick it up. We have just about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go here in this third period. Hops in front. Perfidi trying to bring this one across. Back to the line. Here's a shot, and that's going to go high. The overrated chants are still echoing around here. These fans are savage. This is going to be dumped right back in around behind the net. They can't control. It's going to come all the way down. Got to skate back. Fleury back to pick this one up. He's being chased by Marchment. Fleury going to put it towards the middle of the ice. Up to the red line. Appleton going to put it down in the corner. The Jets back with it. Going back around the boards. That gets knocked down. Jets trying to walk out. Shot, rebound. A couple of whacks at it. But Ottinger again at the top of that crease is able to smother it up. Wow. 9.5 minutes to go. 9.5. And they're going to go to commercial break. Ottinger. Wow. I like the Otters better chance. Yeah, that was pretty good. And I got to give these guys credit. I mean, the chants are amazing. The Ottawa crowd when Toronto was in Ottawa and the Matthews Balding chant, that was phenomenal. They're just so savage, these crowds. It is wild. But very, very cool. Marner's leaving was funny. You hear the whole chat coming out, Marner's leaving. I mean, that was hysterical. And listen, A+ for creativity. That's what we love. We love the creativity. But he's getting the job done, and Dallas is coming back and helping him out. Jets need to go up to that next level. They need to shift gears right here. They need to shift gears. JDA, I don't have one. I'd love to get one, but I have not made the investment in a Jets jersey as of yet. If they were going to the finals, maybe I would look to pick one up, but yeah, they're just not yet. Hasn't come to fruition. Holy smokes. Phil, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you'll all join us tomorrow night. And we're here all week. We're here all week, all weekend. There's lots of hockey still to come. It's hard to believe we're in the second round. We still got 2 more rounds to go. We got 2 more rounds to go, and hockey is only getting better and better, less and less games, and eventually somebody's going to come to steal my cup. Somebody's going to come to take my cup away, but I still get it for another month, and that is okay. Hit that like button and subscribe as well. Mark, thank you so much. Be like Mark. If you have not hit that subscribe, if you have not hit that like button, be like Mark and hit those buttons. Thank you all so very much. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go. Let's giddy up. Come on, Winnipeg. It's time to do it. Let's go. Can they finish strong? 9.5 minutes to go. Here we go. Come on, drop the puck. Let's party. Off the draw. Oh, Heinz going to get waved out. Lowry kind of spun around. Lowry giving some direction to move some guys around, trying to get things set. Braxton, we do, absolutely. Especially playoff time. We get in as many games as we possibly can. Off the draw. It's a bit of a scramble at the side. Star's going to come away with it, though. They're going to carry this one up. With speed, Garland is going to play this one up. But they're going to say offside. Offside. Yikes. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. And TQ, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for coming in and checking us out. Hitting those follows, hitting those subscribes, hitting those likes. What a hockey game. Can't believe Dallas with a 2-goal lead, 3-1 right now with a little bit of time, starting to wind down, wind away. Jets with this. Morrissey going to spin around. He's going to look to play this one ahead. Going to dump this one out. Coming up to 9 minutes left. Jets going to bring this one in, forced into the corner, going down. Star's going to play it up, and it's going to come all the way down the ice, and it is enough for icing. So we said it. We said it for about 7 or 8 minutes. Dallas was going to come out and press. We didn't anticipate a 4-minute power play, but we figured after that they were going to crawl back into their defensive shell, and that's kind of exactly what they've been doing. Patrick, really, he's proven it to be. How can you be so good in the regular season and so not good in the playoffs? It doesn't make sense. You think Toronto will win? Bradley, I do. I still believe. Here they come. Quick shot, point blank. It's there in the slot again. 3 stars clogging up the sticks in the shooting lane. Great job defensively by Dallas. And they're going to get this puck down the ice. Morrissey back to pick it up. He's going to turn and look ahead up to Shen. Shen going to send this one down, and that's going to be icing on Winnipeg. Icing on Winnipeg. You do not want that when you're struggling. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it. I mean, my goodness, how many opportunities. My Tim's picked Heinz, Rantanen to score, and Morrissey. Nice. I don't even remember who I took now. I usually take Ehlers every game, so I wonder if I hope I did take him again tonight. I can tell you I did not take Granlund. If anybody took Granlund, good call there. This around in the corner. Whoa, living on a prayer. All right, enough of that. Gonna bring this around. Jets gonna back this one up. Spinning around, taking a look. Back in the corner. Morrissey gonna pick it up. Morrissey up to Shen. Shen cross ice pass all the way down again. Intercepted by the Stars. The Stars gonna move this around. Lindell to Heiskanen, who dumps this one in. 8 minutes to go now. 8 minutes to go. Gonna work this one ahead over the line. Little drop pass. Cycling it down low. Intercepted by the Stars. Stars gonna work this one back up. Slow playing it. What is CeeLo? Bringing this one in. Sandberg, nice move. This is gonna be taken away. But our believer does. Always. Pionk. Oh, Das is funny. Here's a shot from the point. Pionk stepping into one. That's going to be blocked. You predicted Granlund to score. I didn't think he'd score 3. He's been really close. Yeah, that's true. He has been. Mary, how's it going? Welcome in. This is going to be tipped up. And the Stars again going to move it out. Approaching 7 minutes. 7 minutes to go. Jets have it in their own zone. DeMello looking around. He's going to play it up on the far side. Jets with some speed. Going to catch into the zone. Playing this one over in the corner on the near side. Velarde. He's going to get his stick tied up here with Bichelle. And this is going to be flipped out. And again, the Jets going to have to go back in their own end. They're going to say it kind of skipped up, went into the mesh. So it's actually going to get blown down. So they're going to catch a little bit of a break here. They're going to get a break. Going to be able to strategize and get some fresh legs on. 3 goals in 7 minutes. That's right. It's nothing, Dave. It's nothing. We've seen it before. We've seen Boston pull off that feat. We don't talk about it, but remember when Boston in Game 7 was down by, was it 3 goals or 4 goals with 6 minutes left, and they came back and won? We don't talk about that game much because it stings, but hey, anything is possible. 6:49 to go. It's 3-1, so 3-1 is the score. 3-1 for Dallas. Stars are losing. That's right, Jack. We don't talk about it. Dallas going to win this draw, bringing it back in their own zone. Harley behind the net. Going to wait a couple of seconds to play it up. Everything Dallas does now is kind of delayed. Right, every dump in. Here they come, 3-on-1. Dallas passing it back, shooting off the toe of Hellebuck. But Dallas did the right thing. They passed it back to the third man, and the third man had options. Pass left, pass right, or shoot. There's a big hit, and we got Lowry and Marchment having some conversations in front of the benches. Play on. Sam Steele was involved in there as well. This down in the corner. Cody Ceci back in the corner. Buckets are popping off and being put back on. Working it down low. Stars going to steal again. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. Here's Granlund. Granlund looking for his 18th goal of the game. Back to the line. Just kidding. Here's Rantanen. Rantanen across. Here's a shot. And Hellebuck is going to glove that one down and hang on to it. 5:50 to go. They're going to go to commercial break. Holy smokes. 5-5-0. Time left. The Jets running out of time. They have to figure something out and quick. Bananas. They need a booster juice right now. They need a little Brazilian Thunder. They need a little Funky Monkey. They need something. They need something to get themselves going. They need that energy boost. But I don't even think that's enough. Get the smelling salts out along the bench. They have to get something going. All right, we are just a few likes away from our next little like milestone. If you haven't hit that thumb up yet, give it a click. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. Yes, Braxton, we will be absolutely. Let's go. Get a V8. Oh, Rob, I haven't had a V8 in a long time. V8s, I used to enjoy V8 when it was really chilled, when it was cold. But as soon as it started to warm up, I was like, no, not for me. But I didn't mind it. I may have to venture back that way again. It was pretty. They were pretty tasty and good for you. Seeing eye puck. We need a seeing eye puck. A little remote control puck. Maybe that. Coach's got the little controller on the bench, and he's a little remote controlled action. Zoran, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's get these Jets going. Get it going. All right, coming back from commercial break. So no suspension, cartoons. No suspension for Domi. Just a fine. And listen, that's what they're doing in these playoffs. You can't give him a suspension if you haven't suspended all the other people for all the other shenanigans going on. That's kind of my thought. All right, let's go. Doesn't hurt. Hit that button. There you go. Mark knows what's up. Get the popcorn popping now. Jets winning. Let's see. We only got 5:50 left to go. Ranton is cooking. Will he factor in again? Will he put another one in? You say let's see his time on ice. Rantanen, 21 and a half minutes for Rantanen. Here's a shot from the point. Hellebuck going to glove this one down. 21-20 time on ice for Rantanen. That is wild. The next closest is Granlund, shocker, who's about 17 minutes. Even the top defenseman, Harley is 24 minutes. Lindell is at 20 minutes. So Rantanen is putting up defenseman-like numbers for time on ice. That's wild. 5:40 to go off the draw. Star's going to win this one back. Play it to the line. Lindell throwing it in, and Hellebuck again is going to glove this one down. 5:34 to go now. Just a couple ticks of the clock tick off there.
You're going to have to take some risks. We've already seen a 3-on-1 going the other way.
What a deal Dallas got when they picked up Rantanen. They knew of course he was going to be good. I don't think they anticipated he would be this good. Off the draw, back to the line. Lindell again. Stars just starting to win a lot of faceoffs right now. In the corner, Rantanen, one hand on the stick, fighting his way through. Rantanen, back to the point. Lindell playing this one up. Stars are just teasing the Jets right now. Scheifele kind of spun his man around. They're going to come up with the puck up to Iafallo. He's going to give this ahead, and it's going to be Pionk dumping it in the corner, chasing this one down. Back to Pionk. He's battling. Big bad board. CC going on. Comes out in front. Here's Connor with a shot. That's going to be blocked. And Dallas going to bring this one up. Rantanen going cross ice. Lindell centering it. Shot right into the glove. And another nice save by Hellebuck. And now Lindell is going at it. And here comes, Scheifele gets taken down. His helmet gets ripped off. And he jumps up. He's throwing them. Is that Marchman? It's Heinz. Heinz and Scheifele just started going at it, throwing them. Heinz ripped Scheifele's bucket off his head, and he came right back at him, and they were throwing them. Like those were knockout blows they were throwing right there. Holy smokes. So Rantanen, he put this one into Lindell. The pass came, it was deflected in, and right at the whistle, Lindell and Pionk come together as they both collided, and then it was a great save, and then Lindell comes at Pionk. Jamie Benn comes in and knocks Scheifele down. Heinzen rips his helmet off. Scheifele gets up. Scheifele goes back at Hintz, and Hintz comes in, throws a left, and then a big right hook, which didn't connect. Jamie Benn is going to go to the box for roughing. I'm shocked that he's the only one going, but it's going to be a Jets power play. So Jets are going to have an opportunity here for 2 minutes. So that was an interesting exchange, but Ben is going to be the only one who goes to the box for roughing. Malachi, how's it going? I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, but welcome in. So 4:53 to go. Jets are 0 for 2 on the power play. They've only successfully had one shot on net. Off the draw, Sam Steele wins it. Star's going to put it around behind the net. Big hit comes in. Ehlers getting this back to the point. Over to Connor. Connor rotating it down low. Scheifele with it. Back up top to Connor. Connor going to go down low. Swinging it in front. That's going to be deflected. Down in the corner. Another shot. That's going to be blocked. And the Stars going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Excuse me. Hellebuck is going to stop it. Here's Connor with it now. They're going to turn and work this one up ice. Oh, intercepted. Walking up the middle. And Hines can't control it. This is going to be turned over. Oh, my goodness. Almost a glorious chance for Hines. Stars going to steal again, and they're going to clear this one down. Jangy, how's it going? Johnston coming in there. They should have given Marner a fine for running his head attack. That's amazing. Yeah, Marner gets suspended for headbutting the Florida Panthers' elbow, for Kulikov's elbow. Jets going to bring this one into the zone. 1 minute to go on the power play. Jets just can't really get anything going. Again, Johnson almost steals it. Jets in the corner, miss the pass. Stars going to come around the other side. And this comes, okay, awesome. This coming all the way down around. Hellebuck going to set it up behind the net. 40 seconds to go in the power play. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third period. 3-1 Stars. Stars are up 2-1 in the series. Looking to put a chokehold on the Winnipeg Jets. Back to the line for Pionk. He goes cross ice. Cycling around is Nemestikov. He's still cycling around. Nemestikov walking in, trying to go upstairs. That's knocked down. Stars going to play it around. Everyone's looking for it. Appleton with it. He walks in and shoots. That's going to be stopped. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Perfetti can't control it. Pionk, he's going to throw this across. Nemestikov turns and shoots in front. They turn back to Pionk. Shot right on, and Ottinger is there. Makes the save as the power play expires. 2:51 to go. 2:51 to go. Unbelievable. Wow, we are 2 likes away. If you haven't hit that thumbs up now, hit that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe. Doubleheader action tomorrow night. Leafs Panthers, followed by the Oilers and Golden Knights. We're going to be here all night long tomorrow. I'm paying $5. All right. Enough of you.
The penalty is over. 2:51 to go.
Timeout called by the Stars. Before the series started, I figured Dallas Stars would win the series. I really thought the Blues would play the Stars. Yeah. Badlands, what's going on? They must have given the Leafs Panthers an extra day for travel. That's my guess. Unless there was something at Scotiabank Arena tonight. Actually, I think tonight. Yeah, so there we go. I think there's a concert. There was yesterday, for sure. There might be a 2-night concert yesterday and tonight, so that's probably why. All right, timeout is done. They're coming back. 2:51 to go. They should be pulling the goaltender any time now. You need 2 to tie. The problem is the Jets haven't really been able to maintain any, possession. And it is empty net. So Hellebuck is going to remain on the bench. Yeah, Jack, what he said was absolutely ridiculous. He should not only be suspended, he should be forced to sell his shares in the team. So Lowry to take this draw against Johnston. 6-on-5 situation. Jets going to win this draw. Jets looking to set this one up, working through. 2:45 to go. Back over in the middle of the ice. Ehlers going to play this one up. Connor going back down to Ehlers. He's going to step into one. Another save. No rebound there. Ottinger doing a good job covering it up. Really, really solid job. That was wild. Absolutely wild. You got to be careful with these. Krista, it's feeling much better, thank you. It's still very, very tender. I still have to be careful, but it is feeling way better than it was. I can actually get up and walk around. David, welcome in. 3-1 the score, 2:34 to go. 30 shots for the Jets, 24 for the Stars. It is an empty net for Winnipeg, so 6-on-5 situation. Ottinger has been playing really, really good. Overplaying a lot of the puck, but he's coming up with some big saves. Charles, thanks so much for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Here's Connor, long shot down in the corner, around side of the net, flip back up top to Pionk. Pionk cycling it to Connor. He shoots, and that's going to be a nice save, and he'll hang on to this one. 2:21 to go now. Yeah, Krista, it was gnarly. That's what I get. You know, I had to go buy all those big bags of dirt and stuff for the garden, and just, you know, lifting and carrying and putting down and picking up, and, you know, it just did a number on my back. Off the draw, back to the line. Nice little play there by Hintz. Stars are going to get this one down the ice. Not anywhere near the empty net, but Morrissey has to come all the way back. 2:05 to go. Here comes Dallas. Badlands, you can look it up on. We're not going to put it in the chat here. You can look it up online. This is going to be turned around. Here come the Jets. 3-on-3 into the zone. Cross ice pass. That's going to be intercepted. Going to be cleared out. Jets regroup. They got 1:44 to go. 1:44 to go. Ehlers going to hit the red line. Hammer this one in. You have two herniated. Oh, wow. So you get cartoons. You know what it's like. You know. All the way back. Morrissey to pick it up. Brandon coming in with that subscribe. Welcome. Thank you so much. Here come the Jets turning and going. 1:20 to go now. Jets need to get at least one here. Coming in. Backhand right in front of the slot. Shot right on. Rebound at the side. It's going to be cleared away. 1:10 to go. Jets, Lowry playing it back to the point. Dallas trying to get it out. They can't. Now they do. Last minute of play. Last minute of play in this period. In this game. This is going to be flipped around to the boards. Jets hold it in. Nemestikov to Perfidi. His shot is going to go high and wide. In the corner, Niederreiter. He tries to center it. Dallas going to play it around the boards. Knocked down in front. Back to the line. Here's a shot. That's going to go just wide. 40 seconds to go. Here's a shot to the empty net, and it goes wide. Nemestikov is back to pick it up. Here we go. Back across. Down low. Lyubushkin is going to tie it up. 20 seconds to go. I hate to say it, folks. I hate to say it, but I think this one is going to be done. Still battling this one here, trying to pick it up. 5 seconds to go. Jets to the line. They don't get a shot off. Here's a shot at the buzzer. It goes wide, and this game is done. It's in the books. The Dallas Stars take a 3-1 win in the game and a 3-1 series lead. Unbelievable. What a hockey game. This was phenomenal. All right, let's break all this down. What an absolutely incredible hockey game. 32 shots for the Jets, 24 for the Stars. Really, they pushed it. Winnipeg 10, 10, and 12 for the shots. Dallas 5, 8, and 11. Oh, I hate how they do this. Hang on. I got to refresh these stats. For some reason, at the end of the game, they always kind of flake out like that. 43 hits for Winnipeg. That is absolutely huge. 29 hits for the Stars. Faceoffs won pretty equal. Dallas goes 2 for 4 on the power play. Jets go 0 for 3. 20 giveaways for Winnipeg. 15 giveaways for Dallas. Not good numbers there at all. 18 blocks for Dallas. A lot of those in the final few minutes. 10 blocks for Winnipeg. If we take a look and review the goal scorers tonight, it's Granlund on the power play from Harley and Robertson in the first, and that was it. The second period, it was Ehlers from Connor and Morrissey, and then Granlund from Rantanen. Then in the third period, it was Granlund for the hat trick. Another power play goal from Heiskanen and Duchesne. Ottinger had one heck of a game. Hellebuck didn't look good on those goals. He made some big saves, but again, did not look good on some of those goals. So Dallas goes up 3-1 in this series. Next game is going to be back in Winnipeg. They must win. They have to do it. They have to find a way to pull this one back in. Jennifer, it was. It really, really was. Very unfortunate. Gio, what's going on? Welcome. Amelia, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining us. This was a crazy game. Thanks, everybody who hit the likes and the subscribes tonight. Thank you to our mods. Appreciate you all so much for doing what you do. I want to give a huge shout out to Stetson. Stetson coming in with a championship membership. Thank you, Stetson. Again, we'll be talking soon so I can get you set up with all the goodies for being a champion member. There are your 3 stars tonight. Heiskanen, he picked up 1 assist in his return tonight. Ottinger, and of course, Granlund with the 3 goals. Absolutely spectacular game. Jets just dug them. Yeah, Dan, they really did. They just got themselves in one. They couldn't get out of it, and it's very unfortunate. I want you all have a really, really good night. Have a great day tomorrow. Lots of hockey coming up the rest of the week. So enjoy a peaceful night with only 1 game on the schedule tonight. Leafs and Panthers tomorrow, followed by the Oilers and the Golden Knights. It is going to be a fantastic evening of hockey. Cannot wait. So thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you then. We're going to wrap it up, and we'll be back before you know it. Charles, what's going on? Welcome in. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Charles. Good night, Marshall. Joey, good night, Jennifer. Good night. Take care, Peter. Good to see you. James was simply the best team won. I agree with you right there, and thank you for the kind words. Have a great night, James. Cartoons, take care. Jonathan, we'll see you later. Griff, take it easy, and thank you, everybody, so much. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you before you know it. From everyone here at the Samuel B12 household, go hockey, go. Love these playoffs so much. Good night, everybody.